Mic check one, ladies and gentlemen. Mic check one on standby. Happy Friday night. It's 4th of July weekend, and we're racing Talladega night. A lot of questions to be answered. We're going to get to that in just a moment. Nonetheless, we thank you all who have come in so far. In 4 minutes time, we start qualifying for round number 1. Let's get ready to go green. Ladies and gentlemen, my name's Jonathan Ramos, the voice of NR. I want to say thank you to everyone that's tuned on in so far tonight as we're in the early minutes of this stream. Let's get to everything from the talking points to the discussions to the questions and more. Starting off, it's the schedule. Race number 1, Talladega night. How do you race Talladega night when there's no lights? Well, it's pretty simple. We go to as low as that sun can go to where the drivers can see, the viewers can see, and we can go ahead and turn up the brightness in the sim so we can see the sparks fly under a Friday night. And guess what? It's gonna be a lot of fun. It worked in testing. Some drivers said, let's get a little darker. Let's get a little darker. Now we're at the point where we know this is as dark as we can go. Behind us is the exact lighting you will see for round number 1. Number 2, is there duels? Is there a cap? Yes, there is. Tonight, with knowing that there's limited visibility, knowing that there's a lot on the line, we said let's go back to the 2000 iRating in C class and let's see what these boys can go ahead and do. Nonetheless, over 43 drivers have entered the session, so we will have a bump day. Only 43 drivers will take the green flag. So it's going to be very interesting to see who gets bumped from qualifying and who will go ahead and run with the boys all the way down to turn number 1. Another thing to talk about, can they see? Yes, they can see. It's hard to see, but they very much can go ahead and see. And for the viewers back at home, it's going to be a different experience. We know Talladega is known for their wrecks, known for its controversy, its wild finishes. But with the brightness turned up in the sim and the sparks glowing like a sparkler on this 4th of July weekend, you will see a lot go down. Another thing I want to point out, all the drivers are in 2000 schemes from the era 2000 of NASCAR. That goes from the year 2000 to 2009. Some ranging from the Busch Series up to the Cup Series, and it's always a lot of fun. But the thumbnail shows Talladega Night's logo. The thumbnail shows Ricky Bobby and John Gerard. Who are the big 3 drivers tonight driving what, so we can keep an eye on it and keep the continuity? Glad you went ahead and asked. Driving the number 62 Mean Machine tonight is the most popular driver in NR Night in America. That being Daniel Mosteller. Driving the number 55, we went ahead and took a swing and some change at things. How about Abraham Vila looking to get it done? Vila used to be a very consistent driver. It's been a while since we've seen him go to victory lane, but he knows how to run up front. The idea is get the drivers that mostly run up front to run the Talladega schemes, and we decided to go for an underdog choice for the driver number 47, Cal Naughton Jr., that being Josh Kenyon. He got his first win here at Talladega just a couple weeks, or we say even a month and some change ago. Tonight, he looks to go ahead and make it number 2 as Kenyon will be piloting the number 47. Lots to look forward to here tonight, but the schedule only says 2 races. Why is that? Ladies and gentlemen, this Sunday night, I was called up and I will go ahead and call North-South at the Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. That'll be race 1 to the final race, the Super Series, and as well the Pro Late Models. So we got Super Late Models and Pro Late Models Sunday night, prime time, live on Racing America, 4th of July weekend, and I thought to myself, how can we get it all in? How can we get a stream in and still have the voice ready for Sunday? Right now, what's scheduled is 2 races. That is scheduled to possibly change depending on how the night goes. If the demand is there, the driver demand is there, the viewer demand. We might go and throw a race 3, maybe a race 4. If the light demand is there, everything is where it needs to go ahead and be, might go ahead and continue. But the goal is to keep that voice ready so tomorrow I can get it completely back to normal. So it can be lights out on Racing America Sunday night at the Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. That's right. You can buy your tickets now at NashvilleFairgroundsSpeedway.com if you want to go ahead and attend in person. For the ones that can't attend in person, live on Racing America, 6 Eastern, 5 Central. We'll go to the Bandos and the Legends, work our way to the trucks, to the super late models and the pro late models. It's going to be a lot of fun. Now, to take the stop there to talking as we get ready to roll, it's drivers on track. Let's go trackside as we get ready to go green. A lot of fun, a lot of interesting moments. Now, we said Talladega night. Why is it so bright out? You may go ahead and ask. So we got the lighting up as of right now. Before we go ahead and work our way into the night portion, we will keep the lighting this way because once we get into race form and get ready to roll, it's going to be dark and it's going to be a whole lot of fun. Drivers on the racetrack, McConaughey on the outside chute, heading to the tri-oval. That's one of the Toyotas. The 8 machine, Andrew White, has got it tucked in near the Geico sign and rolls to the start-finish line to get his first lap in. The 43 of Jacob Wilkerson. Anytime you see that 43 on track, you know it's him. Wilkerson, top sign into 1 and 2. More machines to look for. Josh Kenyon in the Talladega Nights, number 47. William Schmidt, he loves running the underfunded drivers. That's exactly what he's doing. Darian Gilliam in the 25. Well, he gets a pass tonight for the 2000 schemes, but it is a nice little scheme. Still the 25, number font, absolutely beautiful, brand new scheme, lined up and loaded. Magnum driving the number 91, the number 12. Michael Causey rolling his way to the start-finish line. Chad Thornquist in the 90. When was the last time we've seen Chad Thornquist go to victory lane? It's been a while. Keep an eye on that. Joey Stone still looking for his first career win. TCB in the number 25, Aaron's Dream Machine down the back stretch, working his way down to 3. Vincent Gucci. Cody Vaughn in the 61. Abraham Vila scrubs the outside retaining wall in the 55. We'll continue that blink to the high banks of 3 and 4. We want to say thank you to everybody that's tuned on in so far tonight. Just Cody. Jessica, how's it going? Noah, Forza, Larry, and more. Time to get ready to go ahead and drop the hammer. Northcutt, top of the board, 70 lap running of round number 1. James Thurston in the 29 to the inside near the yellow line. Top of the board, Josh Kenyon. Driver of the number 47. Gets it done, goes number 1. McConaughey up there as well. Jacob Wilkerson now swings for the fences and he goes number 1. Tango Owen in the 09 down to the inside. One of the Dodge machines in the Mississippi machine coming down off corner exit. Gotta love the Mississippi tribe down there in South Florida. James Thurston now rolls P2. Mosteller up to P5. Beckman up to 7th. Another driver looking for his first ever win. Baker back to 13th. Shugol, Darian, and so many more. The question is, who's going home? Spencer Burns on the outside looking in. Kenny Reel on the outside looking in. He's in that 01 machine. Reel on the outside lane trying to get the drive off corner exit. Justin Champagne is in, but barely. He sits 43rd. Back to the line, looks to advance a little bit more. Was 43rd, now 13th. He's locked in. Chad Thornquist on the bump, sits 43rd, back down to 3 and 4. It's gonna be close. Time's running out. Now he's on the outside looking in. Kenny Reel, Joey Stone, still no time from them. And Jacob Wilkerson looks to lead us to the green flag. Chad Thornquist, an abysmal 2023 season. He wants to add a bright point to it. 45th, he goes up to 6 and he's in. Joseph Armstrong in just barely, sitting 41st. McCarthy, Reel, Stone, still no time. Shot clock getting ready to drag to zero. Joey Stone across the start-finish line, just gets in, goes 33rd, and the drivers that will be sitting out: Byram, Delgado, McCrane, back to Lights, Gage, McCarthy, Kenny, Reel, Werner, and Shafty will not go ahead and make the show. 43 enter, 43 will go ahead and race. We'll bring it back to me for just a moment. Gonna have to go ahead and turn the brightness down a little bit too bright to go ahead and get this race started. I want to say thank you to everyone that is tuned on in as we get ready to roll. Well, it looks like the brightness did not change from practice to qualifying. It is still dark out, and it is still our version of Talladega Night. 70 laps of action starts right now. To the drivers that made the transfer, they get 70 laps of action to go green. Top of the board, you can see all 43 that have made it. Jacob Wilkerson brings Dodge top of the board. Warren will be on the outside of row number 1. Kazi, Thurston have all lined in as well. James Thurston back to 4th. Row Thornquist, you got Kenyon back to 7th, and Moss, Stellar in 8th. It's shake and bake for row number 4. As we get ready to go green. Shugol, West, Public's best up inside the top 20. Justin Champagne back there in 25th. How about Drake? How about Gilliam? Back to the 27th position. Well, it's the closest thing we're going to have to a Talladega night race. It was supposed to be a little bit darker. Starting to wonder if the sun will set during the middle portions of this race. We will keep an eye on it as we get ready to go green. Jeffries, Ray lined up back there as we get ready to go green. Will Shack, White back there with Vaughn. And the drivers that made the transfer, Joseph Armstrong, and the rest of them have all lined on up. Next time by, we look to go ahead and get the one to go. Causey, Rowe, Thornquist, Kenyon. Back to Beckman, back to Goff. As we get ready to go green. Let's go ahead and say those magical words just one more time. God, speed, drivers, you are go for throttle up. Want to say thank you to everyone that's tuned in so far tonight as we get ready to go ahead and drop the hammer one more time. We're going to bring it back to me, making sure everything in the sim is good to go. We don't have any issues as we get ready to go ahead and start this race right off. It's dark in Dega as we get ready to go green. Lined up, ready to go racing. Wilkerson, Warren, row number 1, PBR. They love coming to Talladega. Why? Well, they have nearly most of the wins out of any other driver at this racing service, or let me rephrase that, of the teams. PBR mostly known for winning on the super speedways, sometimes also Michigan. Almost got it done on a road course recently. But nonetheless, it's going to be a lot of fun. Abraham Vila on the inside. That's the 55 as he rolls his way to the back end. This time by, we'll see the one to go, and we'll get ready to drop the hammer just one more time. Friday night, 4th of July weekend, as we get ready to see the green flag. Lights on, lined up. Thornquist, Kenyon, Rowe, Causey, Thurston. This time by, we'll sound it off. Let's say those magical words. God, oh, we already said, we're going to say it again. Scott, speed, drivers. You are go for throttle up. The one to go from Talladega. Next time by, they'll be full saw. We'll Wilkerson get his second win in Sweet Home, Alabama. Will James Thurston continue his track at becoming the most winningest driver in NR Night in America? How about the meme machine from Osteller? Last TikTok that was uploaded, over 76,000 views. A lot of the viewers became Osteller fans that night for the Chicago Street Race, making now 78,000 views. Is he him? Let's find out. He sits row number 4. Josh Kenyon also got his first win at Talladega. On the inside lane, lined up and loaded. But what about the drivers that haven't been habituated in oh so long? Lewis sits 12th. Baker sits 18th. John West back to 19th. All eyes on the front herd. 43 drivers. Get ready to rock and roll. Lights off. Down to 3 and 4. They line up. They get ready to roll as the crowd will get ready to come to their feet just one more time. It's showtime from Alabama. Dodge, Ford, row number 1. Dodge, Chevrolet, row number 2. Workman back to 13th. Baker back to 17th. As the Sparks get ready to ride just one more time. It's a sold-out virtual crowd. No lights, no problem. Let's get ready to go green. Wilkerson with PBR. How about the drivers still here for their first ever win? Jason Beckman looks to change the tide in 2023. Let's see how this goes. 70 laps of action. Gets ready to start now as we light the fuse from Sweet Home, Alabama. Down into turn number 1. Wilkerson downstairs still has help in the 12 machine. Warren on the outside with Thurston 2x2. We saw Mosteller already look at that third lane to move. No dice. 2x2 coming off turn number 2. Keep an eye on Thornquist there in that 90 machine. Mosteller to the outside, 3 wide. Thornquist thought of it. Trying to make the lane work. No help from behind. Warren shoots to the lead, working his way down to turn number 3. Kenyon up the 7th. Rowe up the 4th. Just fighting around down that inside. Sean Rowe's going to try to find Wilkerson. That's his teammate. They're lined up downstairs. Back to the line. This time by who will lead lap number 1? Wilkerson downstairs. Warren on the outside. Shoots to the lead and gets it done. They're heading back to 1. TCB not waiting around. 3 wide in the middle. He's got Justin Champagne on that outside lane there in that 88 machine. Justin trying to get something to roll. Lines up with the 62, and he's got Demos right on top of him. It's a long one. It's all about holding on and not making any mistakes. Chevy 4 Dons, 3 wide. That's for the top spot. 8 machine on the move. Lewis, one sideways. That's the 17. Armstrong in the wall. More machines collect behind them, but they look to go ahead and keep it straight. We stay green. Jacob Wilkerson back to the line this time by. Not able to get it. It's going to be Warren top of the board. And we're looking back there to see if anyone else got sideways. No change. Single file, they stay green. And the fact that more drivers did not get collected just shows how spread out this main pack has already gotten. Warren, Mosteller on the outside lane. Justin just sitting tight. Not waiting whatsoever. You see Tango Wolf Jeffries already down pit road. That's 34th and 35th. 3x3 that holds for this main group. Stragglers 15th, 16th on back, but it's the meme machine on the outside lane. Mosteller will lead lap number 3 as they roll their way back to 1, and he can thank Champagne for that one. That little tap down the tri-oval got that 62 top of the board. Oh, some blinking issues indeed as they rally down off corner exit. Wilkerson just does not have that push down that inside lane. Mosteller lined up with Justin, no change. Here comes the 55 Avila. Wants to swipe with the dice, not able to get it. Mosteller to lane 2, locks it in lane 1. Champagne will lead on the outermost lane. Wheel to wheel, that carries back to the line. Wilkerson with Lewis. Let me rephrase that. Vila with Lewis. Justin Champagne, he's going to lead that one. They're 5 laps in. If you're just joining in, we say welcome. It's rush hour from Talladega. In the early portions of this race, 2 distinct packs have already formed in. Pack 1, you see it, 15 machines. Oh, there goes Mosteller off the nose of Justin Champagne. Sideways right in the middle of the field. And the caution will go ahead and wave. Josh Kenyon involved in the 47. Lewis got a piece of it as well. And just like that, they'll have to stack them up again. 2 notable drivers, 2 marketable drivers. Lined in, Abraham Vila. One of the big 3 that were going to find their way through. And those 2 distinct packs have now gone ahead and calmed themselves down. It's going to be one big pack just working lap 6. There's a lot of racing left to go. No duels in this. It's an endurance race, so you have to be smart. We've seen things go wrong for others, and it worked out late. But this early in the race, this early in the stream, you do not want things to go the way that it won't. The 46 machine. Now, yes, that is not a 2000s era scheme. That is the 46 of Matthew Brower. A nod there to Cole Trickle. Gave him the okay because I do love that scheme. And how about you Papyrus fans out there, NR 2003 fans? The Papyrus 86 driven by Lane Sanders. We told the drivers to get creative. They got creative all right. Let's go ahead and see what happened down towards 1 and 2. It's so hard to push in these Gen 4 stock cars. Vila on the outside, lined in with Lewis. You can see them trying to make that 3rd lane work. Mosteller on the bottom. Went up in front of Justin. That's just not being self-aware. He got turned right around. Then Lewis got tagged. There's nowhere for Kenyon to go. Got the entire right side of his 47 up and into the air. Let's ride on board with them. And so you got the first bin coming right in front of you. And this is not his fault at all. Can't really see what's going on his outside. Some of these drivers have spotters, some of them don't. When a caution comes out, you expect everyone to roll it back down, not have any issues. There for Josh Kinnan, he's going to have to go ahead and bring it down pit road and see what he can go in and fix. Multiple machines in and out. Kenyon coming back in. The 35, Will Shack. The 46 machine still Matthew Brower. Trying to pull the inner Days of Thunder and go to victory lane. Byram still on pit road. Gilliam and the number 25 machine. Now viewers always ask, why does it say 25 on the car but 24 on the overlay? Well, iRacing picks up the actual iRacing number that is transmitted to the overlay. So in iRacing right now, his number is 24. Trading Paints Pro overcorrects that and gives him a different number than iRacing. For the drivers to fix that, they would have to change their iRacing number to their exact iRacing or Trading Paints Pro number. For Darian, he did not do that, but nonetheless, you know when you see the 24 on the left side of your screen, that's the driver of the 25 down the back stretch as we get ready to go ahead and see the green flag once again. Well, the caution waves early. There was incidents early on. Spread this field out. We came to the idea of, okay, what are we going to go ahead and see? We're going to see a long green flag run. We're going to see strategy. Well, now that kind of goes out the door. These drivers still need to pit at least one more time before the end of this race. So we could see a green flag run with green flag pit stops. We've seen it very much in the Gen 6 era of NR Night in America. I don't mean the late Gen 6 with the giant spoiler and the Ford Mustang, but the late Gen 6 era. Not a lot of runs, small spoiler, that fish nose of a Fusion. Today might be a little bit different. It's so easy to make mistakes with these cars. Keep an eye on it as we get ready to go back green. You got West back to 7th. You got Thornquist back to 8th. You got Baker back in that 10th position. The sun has set as we get ready to take the green flag once again. But it's Kazi, Champagne, Wilkerson, Warren, Vila, Beckman, West, Thornquist, back to Gucci, back to Baker, back to Ray, Grunder, Sanders back there with Schmidt as well. That will line out that top 14 as we get ready to see the green flag once again. Line them up, 1 to go. Will we see a race 3 tonight? Who knows? But right now, it's all about Dega Night as they line up 2 by 2. The 55 Avila down the inside. The highest driving car that is from a movie. What about Wilkerson back there in third? Keep an eye on him. He almost won at Atlanta that one time. He's almost won at multiple tracks. He's getting better and better. Right now, arguably might be the best PBR driver. Lines up on the inside there of row number 2. Warren lined in on the outside. Beckman as well. You're not seeing double. Thornquist on the move as an e-ticket event win here. On the outside lane, getting ready to go ahead and see the green flag. When the lights are off on the top of the pace car, it's Dodge, Chevrolet, Justin Champagne. On the outside lane, getting ready to rock and roll just one more time. Everyone else settles into their spots as we get ready to go green. When was the last time you've seen Champagne win at Talladega? It's been a while. We know he knows how to get to victory lane. So he gets ready to try to rock it down off corner exit just one more time. Lined up and loaded. 315 watching live. The question comes to you. Who do you think will go to victory lane? Kazi on the bottom. Lined up just one more time. Crowd getting ready to go back on their feet as we get ready to see the green flag. One caution in. Will we see more or will we bring it to the checkered flag? Let's find out. Dodge shoots his away. We're back underway. Kazi on the bottom, Wilkerson right in tow, landlocked. Champagne laying on that corner barrel, makes contact with the 43. He's trying to get that outside to get the run out corner exit, does not want to be cleared by that 12. A side draft, once again. Puts the Chevy on the outside, top of the board. He's got Warren right with him. Champagne looking to pop the bottles, crosses the bow, there are the 12, and locks in the inside lane. Spencer Burns, highest he's been all night, up to 18th. Sanders up to 14th, Ray up to 12th, 2 by 2, they rally back to the tri-oval. It's going to be tough to beat that 88 machine if you don't go ahead and take care of him now. Here comes Kazi to the outside. Oh, gets tagged and thrown into the outside wall. TCB's involved. That's the 46 up and into the air. Caution is going to wave. Once again, just not paying attention. You can't push in these cars. 5 down in the grass, Spencer Burns. Once again, able to find his way back through. You got 60 laps to go. You got to be cognizant. You got to be smart. What a look by the 32, up and underneath him. Both the 66 machines running on the outside lane. And it was Warren. I mean, he was doing fine. I mean, look at this restart. He's on that outside lane, just holding on. Admin's reviewing it. And they're calling for an L4 on the 66. Over-aggressive driving early on. And that's the right call. Yeah, you can't go ahead and end other drivers' day this early in the sim. It's so easy to make mistakes. But if you look back on the chart, yes, interesting wreck. You wonder who was involved. You wonder who got through it. But it's lap 10. If you know you can't push in these cars, don't attempt. Stay back, line it up, get some laps under your belt. Next thing you know, you get aggressive a little bit later in the race. Then I guess it could go ahead and be, you know, questioned as, okay, maybe it's just an over-aggressive move, but you don't want to get over-aggressive here. You're going to watch it again. Watch the 66. Right on the quarter panel, and there's nothing the 12 can go ahead and do. Beckman taken out down to the inside lane. William Schmidt gets tagged as well. And it's all about just paying attention, holding on, and good things will go ahead and come your way. Gilliam up to 8th, West up to 11th. You know, we haven't talked to any drivers so far. Let's go ahead and hear what they've got to say. Sun has Talladega, second caution out of this race, lap 11 out of 70. As we get ready to go ahead and try it one more time. That's once again going to be the calm before the storm. Getting ready to get lined up and loaded. You know, let's go talk to Jacob Wilkerson. Wilkerson, it's to John. You got a copy?
Yes, sir, I do.
Two big incidents early on. Very avoidable incidents. Walk me through the start of this race from your perspective.
My strategy for this race, I want to stay in the front and have all the wrecks happen behind me. So it will be easier to avoid all the chaos and, yeah, and just keep the car clean.
I want to point this out too. A lot of drivers said it's tough to push. We obviously know that. Why do you think other guys are getting over aggressive? They have the time to practice. I saw something fooling around over there. Do you think that fooling around in practice is just carrying over to the race, or is just drivers that are up front and they have no idea what they're doing because they're not used to being up front, and then they get put into a big time moment and they make a slight mistake and it takes out others?
I think it's just drivers that are up front and they don't know what they're doing. Like that one wreck where Demos threw a block and then Justin just drove through him, and then that last wreck, somebody trying to push and then being a little bit too aggressive with the push and ended up spinning the guy in front of the whole field. So yeah, you just got to be very gentle with the pushes in these cars.
Well, I'm going to point this out. Lap 12, you said you want to stay up front. Why up front instead of the back?
Probably because every time I'm always in the back, I always get caught in all the chaos because risk of people not hitting the brakes, and I'd rather be at the front than seeing the wreck in front of me.
It's gonna be interesting. Hey, you want to say anything to anyone back at home? Beautiful crowd, Friday night, and we know things can go right for you here because they've already gone right for you here before.
Yeah, shout out to all the fans back home watching. I don't know how many people are watching, but shout out to you guys for sticking out to watch, and hopefully we can bring this home a win.
Hey, you got the one to go. Go get it for PBR.
Thank you.
Lined up and loaded, that's Jacob Wilkerson. Caution out, second time today. If you're just tuning in, we say welcome as we get ready to roll just one more time. Let's see if we can go ahead and hear from another driver quickly before we go ahead and get back to the racing action. You know, let's go talk to Vila. Vila's to John, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got a copy.
Hey, you've got that 55 up there, two incidents early on. Does that worry you? Or do you start looking at the trends? Okay, 2 cautions for lap 15. We usually get a long green flag run because relax seals are on, and guys have finally got their head on the swivel saying, okay, there's still a lot of racing left. It's kind of back to summer 2022 NR night where you get a long race and some guys just don't know how to stay calm early on. What's the game plan, including with you being in this position before?
Well, I think the car is stay up front. I mean, I like the cars behind me. I'm the P5 car. I should be P1 right now. I should be dominating this race, but you know, you can't be too aggressive. The 2 cautions that came out, I avoided them luckily. But yeah, I'm gonna work with Justin and Jacob, and hopefully we get a long green flag run, and we need some pit stops. I want these packages to separate or just be clean for a little bit. I want some racing, you know.
Well, it's going to be a lot of fun to see. Hey, listen, you're sitting fourth. Do we see you pilot the 55 to victory lane?
I have a good chance of winning. I'm saying one thing about chat. I got a good chance of winning, and I am winning. All right?
I like it. Talladega Night style. I like it.
All right.
All right, hey, good luck out there.
You too.
Lined up one more time. Abraham Vila driving the 55. He's on the outside lane. Justin Champagne, a couple more blinking issues once again. If issues of internet from certain drivers continue, we have every right to go ahead and ask them to pull at the pit road and fix it. Keep an eye on it. Wilkerson downstairs. Champagne on the outside. Roll the dice just one more time as this Elite 8 rolls back to the front. Light them up one more time. 13 out of 70. Justin to the outside, Vila in tow, breaks it back downstairs. That outside lane, that's 3 times in a row now. They've not been able to get that good start. Gilliam up tape. Brand new scheme, back downstairs. He's got Sanders right with him. This big pack is still lodged together. Baker trying to shunt through the middle. Gucci on the outside with Vila, maybe a tap, maybe not. It's about the closing rate and trying to get that momentum carrying off corner exit. Chevy on Chevy drag race. Down on turn number 4. He's got that Dodge power right into him. Chad Thurquist knows he just has to be relevant up here to make a shot at the win when we hit lap 70. Abraham Vila. Is he going to get it? He will not. Champagne led that one 3 wide for the lead, headed back to 1. Thurston on the outside, lined up with the 25. That's TCB. And he's got company. The 5 trying to go to make a move. That's Spencer Burns right behind. Kevin Champagne in the 9 to the outside lane. Gucci in the middle, swinging back and forth. He's having trouble holding his line. Gilliam's in the middle as well. Justin Champagne, a man on the move. Led the last one, wants this one. The run on the outside lane by James Thurston. Thurston back to the line, he's gonna get it. He's got that thundering roar coming back down off corner exit. Sun setting. Night rolling in. Justin downstairs still needs a heave. How about these drivers down low? They don't like what they see, so they're getting out of Dodge. 16 out of 70. You got Gucci trying to swipe in line. A push to the bottom, never mind, 3 wide. Thurston trying to block them all. But Baker wants to lead his own line. He's got Vila right in tow. They're starting to break up a lot back there. 2 distinct groups maybe once again. Baker 25, Thurston 29. Bowtie drag race. The dogfight continues, but the Aaron Dream Machine goes top of the board. Here comes Mosteller, he's back. And that wreck didn't faze him. And he's lined up with the 9. Goff on the move. Lewis on the move. 3 wide, 2 rows deep. Down the Alabama Gang super stretch. Baker's just got to be smart in that middle. McConaughey in line. One of the few Toyotas up inside the top 10. We've already seen it before. If you're up there in lane 2, lane 3, you get that drive down off corner exit. It's just a massive move of momentum. You're going to see Demos try to do exactly that. Baker will lead it from lane number 2. So that's something you got to keep an eye out for. This pack stays consistent, stays together, coming back to the start-finish line. Lane 2, lane 3, that may be the lane to go to victory lane. Starting to scatter. Top 16 under a blanket, but they're not deadlocked 3 by 3. Joey Stone is looking to go in and work his way up. He's up to the 15th position. Vincent Gucci starts laying back. Gilliam's there, but the landlock now starts as it's 3 wide for 3 rows deep. Abraham Vila driving the John Gerard 55. Down on the inside lane, but Baker's gonna get that drive back down off corner exit. Great side shot there to the quarter panel. The fan favorite on the outside lane, Daniel Mosteller. How about 4 wide for the lead? Heading their way back to 1. Kevin Champagne shot out of a cannon. Baker trying to block them all. You're just 19 laps in though. That's what you got to question. Is it worth it to be 4 wide this early? Never mind, they don't care, but they're going to fall back 3 by 3. Burns with a rally. Momentum carrying, trying to split the middle. On the outside, he's got Justin there. Lewis is going to hit that outside wall. Vila, Thurston, Baker, top three. And then just like in the movies, the 55 will stay out front, back to the line. Baker with the rally with the Red Bull here in lane 2. Gotta get something. Vila will leave that one next time behind, just 50 to go. What's the game plan? Do you love it? Do you back off? A lot of drivers said they'd rather stay up front and just get through whatever comes forward. But there's no better sight to be than being in P1. You see that single file line back there? That's what we wanted to show you. Those are drivers riding around. 2 cautions early on. What are the odds you get a third one right away? And what are the odds you're involved in it? Lay back, stay consistent. You only win the race if you lead that last lap. And on a super speedway where you're full throttle and you're tight in a pack, gotta be smart, gotta be consistent, and you gotta put yourself in position to win. That could be running third, working lap 20, 21 out of 70, or that could be lined up 27 single file at the tail end of the longest line. 50-something odd drivers try to go ahead and start this race. Only 43 were able to take the green flag. Vila downstairs with Thurston, still no change. I think Thurston has an idea. Hey, listen, this is an ally to me. Let's not go ahead and hang him out to dry. He can work with us late. He can work with us now. But as long as these guys on the outside lane continue to get aggressive, guys show some companionship to at least one driver. Because if Vila's fast now, there's a good chance he's going to be fast. Working 5-4 to go. Oh, there goes Mosteller, hard into the outside wall. And the caution's gonna wave. We're riding on board with the 29 machine right when it happened. And the yellow will fly for the third time. Maybe a 2-car incident, maybe more. But that may be the dagger. And if for him, Kevin Champagne, a lot of nose damage. The Me Machine maybe heading to the garage. That's a hard hit to the right side. We're going to see if he can get it back going. I've said it multiple times. I've said it for years. These Gen 4s are built like tanks. But nose damage, that's going to go ahead and, well, that's going to corrupt something. 4 wide early on. You were asking for it. 3x3, no give. Well, sometimes, once again, you just were not in the position you needed to be to go to victory lane. And there really is no right or wrong position when I say that, because you just never know. You can be single file back there and a driver blows an engine right in front of you. Next thing you know, you're out of the race because you just got collected in someone else's mess. Or you could be up front and you get hooked from the driver behind. Oh man, that may have been that code. 2-car incident to the outside lane, and we're going to go ahead and view back on it again. Watch Kevin Champagne in the 9. Oh, no, he tagged him. He for sure got him. Lifts him up and says goodbye. And my fear is with this wreck. Oh, maybe he didn't. No, it was some serious net code. Just barely missed him. But the fear is with him getting that much air from that impact. What's the engine like? Before we possibly go ahead and have a restart. 2-car incident, working lap 22 out of 70. The leader's coming back down. Jacob Wilkerson, Terrell Baker, Shugol, Thurston, and so many more getting ready to work back on the racing surface. That's the 97 machine. Ethan Workman, one of the Fords heading back out. So it's been interesting. You know they can go 3-4 wide without problems happening. At the same time, 2,000 iRating limit, full field. Sometimes netcode, when it gets the best of others, just can't really go ahead and control that. And the question will be, what happens here late? Do they hold on to their cars? Do they continue to have issues? A 2-car incident with relaxed yellows on, you probably won't go in and throw that. With it being right in the middle of the pack, a lot of these guys having to duck it down in the grass. Have to go ahead and wave that yellow flag. That's the 16 machine down and on. Byram in the Wii Ford. Number 7, Northcutt, rolling his way around. Andrew White, Joey Stone, Kevin West, lined up and getting ready to get the green flag once again. We'll get the one to go this time by a 2-car incident, bringing out the 3rd yellow of the night. There's still an area where we could see green flag pit stops. Keep an eye out for that. Let's go ahead and see if we can talk to any drivers before we get the green flag once again. Baker, it's John. I haven't talked to you in a while. How's it going?
Oh my God, John, I have not talked to you in a while. How's it going?
I am once again sorry I was not able to go to Charlotte Motor Speedway with you.
Well, you didn't miss anything other than missing being cold.
I'll never forget that day. I'm sitting in East Tennessee with my family, and I'm telling myself, do I drive all the way out there for a rain out and knowing I can't come back Monday? And then I drove back to Nashville. And then that happened.
Yep, I sat there and coked out in the rain, and then...
But the best part is you get that ticket as a renewal for any SMI track, if I'm not mistaken. Hey, now.
Hey, yep, you're right. Renewal.
Well, we're getting ready to get the one to go here. I heard this might be our only race tonight. We might have a short night just because 4th of July weekend, Sunday showdown at the fairgrounds. You're going to go ahead and have a blast on Racing America. Do you see yourself going to victory lane, yes or no?
Yes.
Let me rephrase that. Yes or no, and why?
Okay. Yes, and here's why. Let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I'm TCB, and that is part of the reason why. I'm going to stay up front. As you can see, me and Demos had a good run before he decided to turn into the wall or something there. But
yeah, he grenaded.
Yeah, boom. But I'm going to stay up here, and I'm going to try to lead every lap I can. Hopefully I don't get right doing it. So if I don't get right doing it, I'm winning this race.
I like it. Hey, listen, this is your track here, you know?
Yeah,
You've won the only rain-delayed NR Night in America race.
Oh my
Remember
God,
that one back
right.
in 2021?
Yes. That was my first Dega win actually here.
It
and I think I've
was.
won like 6 times.
And listen, Talladega Nights, some of them have the cards on Demos. He's not doing it right now at the 62. He's making Ricky Bobby look bad. We got John Gerard up there with Vila. Do you trust some of these guys up here? Do you not? What's going through your head?
I think all the Talladega Nights cars are bad luck, and I think they're all going to die because they're just going down one by one. It's kind of like NASCAR in the 80s when everybody was blowing motors. Well, everybody that's driving a Talladega Nights car, they're just going to blow a motor.
That's going to be interesting to see. Well, Aaron's Dream Machine, I think a lot of viewers have a dream to see you go to victory lane. Hey, good luck out there. Yeehaw! Let's go ahead and try it once again, ladies and gentlemen. Rock and roll back to the start-finish line. Wilkerson, Baker, Dodge, Chevrolet, as we get ready to roll the dice just one more time here from Dega. Green flag from the great state of Alabama. Wilkerson lined up. Baker will yield to the inside lane. This is the 3rd, 4th attempt. Trying to get that outside lane rolling on a restart. Lane Sanders, this is his home track, has never won an NR Night in America. What a ride he has so far. He's up inside the top 10. Oh man, that was a bad squeeze. Brower to the outside lane in the Days of Thunder 46. Gets a nose out in front, now may yield as Baker will rocket back to the lead. He's got Justin right with him. Champagne in the middle. Shoe Gold downstairs lined up with Vila. 25, working 26 out of 70. Thurston to the outside. Wilkerson will lead this one. Back down to 1. You got to watch out that 3rd lane. We've already seen these guys go up there and get really aggressive. Workman back to 8. Gilliam up inside the top 10. This is where he saw his first ever win. Same car track combo. Trying to do it again just 2 years now from what the first victory was. And the only victory, should we say, riding downstairs. Stone up the 10th. He's in the middle. Will Shack, daylight outside. The question is, does he take it? One of those Fords up front. If you want to line up with somebody, might as well line up with Thurston. That 29 knows how to get that drive down off corner exit, including in the tri-oval. Lined up, ran out of time. Here comes Baker, 27 out of 70. And it's going to be the train game right now. It's going to be momentum based. We bring the Gen 6 here. You got a forward, you can push, you can shove, you can shunt. You're way to the front. Here you got to be more dynamic, got to be more tactical, got to be more consistent. Should go on the bottom, lined up with Wilkerson. Vila, right in tow. I know Vila does not like to ride lane 3. He wants to be either first or somewhere near it. But lane 3 on the bottom, something goes wrong up front, you're most definitely going to be involved in it. Joey Stone, another one looking to get his first win. What a night it would be if he could get it done here. I think Thurston just needs a little bit more help on that outside lane. I mean, you can see these numbers starting to fill back up. That Chevrolet has no speed right now because of the 17 not closing in and company being from behind. Here they come, back to 1 and 2. Wilkerson, the Dodge, brings PBR back top of the board. Does he clear high? Nah, not gonna do it. Gonna stick right there at that 91. And the idea is, hey, get to halfway, still find your allies. See that big wicker bill here on the top of that hood. Allows these drivers to get great runs. You see Champagne, a little tap here and there. And Lane Sanders just being along for the ride. Wilkerson up, maybe a tap. Not able to get anything out of it. TCB looking to lead the most laps tonight. The Aaron's Dream Machine runs back to the line. He's going to get it. 29 out of 70. Numbers coming together, calling 3 wide, 3 rows deep. The question is, will we see 4 again? They made 4 wide work earlier. But if you see 4 wide, I guarantee you someone's going to bail out. Someone's going to get out of the way. There's just no point in getting that aggressive. Whoa, Burns up and into the 45. They're a Goff. And Sanders struggling to hold his line in the middle. That's not working at all. He's so focused right now on the guys around him. He's all over the place. Champagne slingshot, engage, yes sir. Justin Champagne looking to lead this one. Back to the line, the drag race. Give it to Dodge with Wilkerson. But that 88 is going to be flying back down to 1. And he's got company right with him. That's an all-star lineup right there. Thurston, Champagne lined up 1-2. And lane 3 starting to get those heaters. Chugol going to bail, and that's going to leave Wilkerson out to try, but Vila lined up right with it. They're starting to stack up big time, looking for a wide. Spencer Burns wants some of the work, trying to find a line. It's like being on an interstate during rush hour. And which lane's going the fastest? Is someone in the fast lane that's being slow? Does that second lane work a little bit better? Done enough drives from Tennessee to Florida to know. It very much is like the interstate, including rolling your way through Atlanta. Chevy back top of the board. Justin's just being smart right here, jumping back down to the bottom. Wilkerson right in tow. Vila, the 97. Lined up, no change. Baker on the outside lane, and he's going to line up here with Thurston. And that's a smart move right now. Big investment. It's not going to work out this lap, maybe not the next. But long term, it's going to have a lot of value. Another thing you got to look at in NR Night in America is drivers sometimes choose lanes depending on who they trust in that lane. Are you a high-value driver? Let's look at it right here. Justin Champagne's on the bottom. He's there with Jacob Wilkerson as a driver. Do you think that's going to work out better than Will Shack and Sanders in the middle? Or how about Baker and Thurston on the outside? What lane do you think will be the most beneficial for your game? Well, if I'm a driver right now, I'm choosing either the outside lane or the inside lane. Why? I don't think Sanders and Shack is a good combination. Put Burns in the middle, you might be able to get something going. But that outside lane, Baker, Thurston, 2 drivers that know how to win it at our night in America versus Shack and Sanders, who both have a combined 0 wins here in this community. You're going to choose that outside lane or the inside lane to be safe, and that's just based off of reputation. Sometimes winning at Dega is knowing the pack itself and knowing the drivers around you, because if you do your homework and you know who's more cognizant or who usually gets in more wrecks, you can either stay clear from them or work with them. Working lap 33 out of 70. Justin Champagne has had that bottom lane work out oh so well so far tonight. Only problem is that outside is starting to deteriorate. Now to get that run off corner exit, I think if Burns gets in line right here, it's going to really be beneficial. He's thinking about it. He's inching up just a little. If he makes it work, that will go ahead and completely collapse lane number 2. Sanders rolling wide. Justin might be able to get the drive off corner exit. You just see there's no communication right here for the drivers row 1 and row 2. That's why you see Burns looking to find a way through. The mean machine of the 62. Mosteller going one down. Shack to the outside. Burns in the middle of Sanders. Lap 34 out of 70. Shack leading the outside lane. Maybe the run they need. And Baker's a really good pusher. He knows how to go ahead and tap with these cars, not really go ahead and give it the shove that others like to go ahead and think how it usually works. A tap here, tap there. You see him doing it now. Ford with the Taurus will rocket to the lead at turn number 3. Burns trying to squeeze the outside lane. Brings them back on their toes. And if you're Champagne right now, one goal. Watch the yellow line. That's all you got to do. These guys on the outside lane, they're going to be crisscrossing each other, playing cat and mouse. From the bottom, you watch that yellow line. You do not have to worry about what's going on that outside. Burns nearly just turned the 86. There is Sanders. Sanders looks to take the lead of 1 and 2. Hometown driver trying to get the run off corner exit, just has no momentum. And there's a lot going on in the car. When you're watching back at home right here, what do you see? 3x3. When you're in that cockpit and every single driver is racing a cockpit view, you gotta look, who's on my outside, who's on my inside? Are they close, are they not? Am I holding my line? You're thinking this non-stop. Your mind is running every single second, and you gotta do it for 70 laps. Outside lane formed in. Here comes Shack. Will challenge back for the lead. Ford looking top of the board. Won the difference. Now 0. Shack's gonna get him at the line. Lap 36 out of 70. Darian top side. That's Gilliam back in 12th. Last single file in this bottom lane. See Josh Kenny, a driver that got a little bit aggressive earlier. Just riding around. Joey Stone, same idea right here. Hey, ride around. Wait for someone to make a mistake. If they make a mistake on the backstretch, you have this whole entire track to work with down to the inside wall. But you do not want a mistake to happen in the middle of the corner. Why? Well, it's hard to avoid. What comes up will most definitely come down. And if you go through the grass, you may go ahead and damage something that you don't want to go ahead and have. And once you go through the grass, it's unpredictable. Some can control it, some cannot. Some know how to go ahead and dirt track. Back to the start-finish line. Justin Champagne gets another one. Lap 37 out of 70. It's all about being aggressive. Lane Sanders, a nose out in front. The question is, can he keep that momentum? Yeah, Spencer Burns right with them. Burns all over the rear end. Company behind. It's that little tap here and there. That's exactly what you got to do. Abraham Vila back on that inside lane. Kevin West now has Baker in tow. And you can see it's not easy to see what's in front of you. Yes, the spoiler isn't that big, but the roofs of these cars make it very difficult to see what's ahead of you a lane or two before. Jacob Wilkerson wants the lead back. Up to lane number 2, looking for the lead. Oh, Champagne contact. Downstairs goes Vila. Thought better of it, backed off. Those two have had history at Talladega before. Look back to Race Jam, where Vila bumped Champagne and dumped them for the win. I thought for sure he was going to take it full wide. Big opening, but it will put a lot of these other drivers in jeopardy. Time running down. Past halfway. Wilkerson in the middle. Champagne back downstairs. Spencer Burns from the back to the front. And the Kellogg's fine, trying to get something to work out. Battle of the Serial. The Serial, should we say. Wilkerson, a little flinch. Still back 2 by 2, and these guys have really calmed it down for the early portions of this race. See Davis Lewis right in the middle. It's been a while since he's gone to victory lane. Darian Gilliam lined up and loaded. The history of NR Night in America on iRacing spans a long 2 years and some change. Some drivers have never won before and have been since the dawn of this great community. Some have got one win and are just looking to break the spell. Champagne holds it top of the board. He's trying to go ahead and pop those bottles just one more time, but Jacob Wilkerson has been absolutely magnificent to watch tonight. He stayed up there, he's holding on, and right now he may have the car to beat. Keep an eye on him. Burns 3 wide right to the outside. Baker's gonna run right with him. Nothing you gotta look at. Hey, we haven't seen a caution in a while. Working 30 laps to go. And the question will also be, when is it feeding time at the zoo? Champagne to lane 2. Baker to lane 3. Shoved there by West. Spencer Burns on the bottom. Lines it back up. He's going to lead it 30 to go from Nega. Kevin West lined it on that outside lane. Is not leaving that 25, and he's got an ally right here. You don't want to go ahead and make a mistake. Wilkerson shoved in the middle, little tap here, little tap there to the back end of Justin Champagne. Baker on the outside. West needing something to work, and he needs a sponsor right now. With 500 watching live, keep an eye there on Kevin West. Champagne lane 2 should get the drive off corner exit. Here comes Stone, rocketing to the outside lane. 29 to go. Now he's gonna fade back, just didn't get that run that he wanted. Ethan Workman now in the mix. Time starting to fizzle away here from Alabama. That sun is set. This track's got a lot more grip than what's due to run in the afternoon. Riding on with Gilliam, this is what you see in front of you. A lot of shuffling. You see him way out of the throttle too. He's being smart. Maybe the best opportunity for him to go to victory lane all year. Sits up inside the Elite 8. Champagne on the outside. Wilkerson lined in. Burns back downstairs. Drag race out of the bow ties. Justin Champagne back top of the board. And Baker faded all the way back. He's outside that top 10. Lane 3 crumbled up, sent see ya. The question is, can they get it for him back up? Here comes West. West had a peek, he thought of it. Gilliam up to 8th. Baker back to 10th. He's got Kevin Champagne right with him. Who can make the bold decisions when it matters the most? Early in a race, you want to be calm, you want to be consistent, but you're working 25 laps to go in this running. What's the game plan? Burns nearly just had a Code Brown moment as he just had a rear end swipe by the 55 Avila. Allows Justin Champagne to hold the top board. The Monte Carlo lines back in. Mopar on the outside lane. West is going to give him another tug. 2000 schemes shining bright here in Dega. Wilkerson in the middle. West on the outside lane. Just got to go ahead and have something work out. That's all he's going to need to go ahead and try to find victory lane. Oh, there they go! Justin Champagne around right in the middle of the field. Spencer Burns involved, one up and into the air. That's the 25. Darian Gilliam goes for a tumble. Down off corner exit. TCB's involved as well. The big one strikes on lap 45. Wow. And for some, there was just nowhere to go. And Burns just got into him. I think that's exactly what happened. but you saw him lay off just a little. You have less than 25 laps to go in this race. Let's see what happened. Man. Saw Wilkerson on the outside doing a great job, and you saw it live. When that 5 just got right to that 88, all bets are off. Wash both 25 machines. Oh, man. Up and over. And the dry spell will continue. I think he just got hit there by Shugol. You can go ahead and see it again. Shugol just lifted him up. No braking out of that 91. Trying to get to the bottom. And Darian Gilliam will go for a tumble. Some notables involved. Spencer Burns. Josh Kenyon finds his way through. Goff involved, the 45, you see him in the rear. I think Justin Champagne's going to get away with minimum damage. Oh, I don't know. That left side does not look good at all. He may have gone to that outside wall. Yeah, he did. When the sun goes down in Talladega, the sparks fly. And oh, did they just there. 25 to go in this running. Who is where? And pit road is wide open. Baker looking to go ahead and fix it. Gilliam damage on all sides. Just Lane Sanders, the hometown driver. Kenyon. Lined up. That's Wolshak. And we will have a restart. And we're going to see who's most likely going to go to victory lane. That's big right here. Now you get ready to try this again. Who do you got up front? You got Vila back there in fourth. You got Wilkerson up there in third. You got Matthew Brower, Kevin West. How about the 29 machine? James Thurston. And those long green flag runs. Let's go ahead and ache even more when you have a caution and you're just involved in it. Josh Kenyon back to 10th. Shaq back to 11th. Gucci back there in 12th. Workman, White, Drake, Shugol, Stone, Schmidt, Warren. Back with Goff. As we'll see the lights off this time by. Matthew Brower. Big opportunity to go to victory lane. Abraham Vila. Another one bites the dust for him. He's back to fourth. 24 laps to go in this race. When they work their way back to the line, that'll be just 23 laps remaining before we go ahead and see the checkered flag. Let's do it one more time. Can Josh Kenyon get it done in the Old Spice 47? Want to say thank you to everyone that's tuned in, whether you come over from the YouTube Shorts or they're on TikTok. Working 80,000 views on the last TikTok, and that was the infamous Chicago street race. What a night that was. As we get ready to go again. Chevy's lined up. Dodge. Looking to get it done again. Jacob Wilkerson has been up front for mostly the entire race. Whether you watched on lap 1 or you're just tuning in now. Time to try it just one more time, ladies and gentlemen. Showtime as there's just 23 laps to go. Will we see a driver get his first career win? A beautiful crowd on this Friday night, from the virtual fans in the stands to the viewers watching back at home. The driver count was massive. And now all of them will be looking for victory lane, but it can only be done by one. Pace car, hard left on. Let's get ready to go back green. Kick the dust up just one more time. West, Brower, Wilkerson, and Vila fast for 23 laps to go from Talladega. Back bin, back to 6, the second lane. Won't work out. Thurston thunders to the inside. Got Lewis right in line on that bottom. Matthew Brower on the outside lane, needs a shove. He may get it. Here comes Wilkerson. The bonsai move back to the outside lane. Will it work? It might, but a squeeze 3 wide may make things difficult. Lewis trying to make that bottom work. Mosteller got tagged into the inside wall. Abraham Field is around. Right in the middle of the field. Caution's gonna wave again. Joey Stone involved. William Schmidt and company. And that 55 is left for dust by the inside wall. I knew something was going to happen. Way too aggressive, way over aggressive on that restart. And it costed him dearly. And that's going to do it for him. Now, just a bad move. We've seen Vila make really smart moves in the past. We've seen him make really not smart moves in the past as well. This was a very bad move. There's no reason to go ahead and force 3 wide, 4 wide when drivers are still trying to get up to speed. See the entire right side all KO'd. And the John Gerard 55 will not go to victory lane tonight. Yeah, he lost the entire wheel. That's it. Let's watch back on it. Now, I think he got tagged, don't get me wrong, but watch this move again. Prompted a lot of these guys to get over aggressive. They got the 2x2 working right here. They got Brower right in front. You see Wilkerson goes to the outside. Watch what the 55 does. Outside lane, it's there if you want to go 3 wide. Try to squeeze, nearly caused an issue. Saw the 66 of Beckman get to Lewis, which then got Mosteller. And what's the net gain right here? Well, you're 3 wide, you're stuck in the middle, trying to find a way through, then you go up and into the 46. Abraham Vila, bad move on all ends, and it just cost him. He had a great car, could have easily gone to victory lane. 2 bad decisions forced him to go ahead and wreck out. And that's the thing, you can be the fastest guy on this racetrack, but you have to be smart if you want to go to victory lane. And maybe just a little bit of luck. He could have worked right here with Brower. If he would have gone a little bit more speed coming off corner exit, now you got Wilkerson in line. You nearly got James Thurston in line as well. Saw Spencer Burns go around the back. Now I'm telling you, that outside lane could have been magnificent. It could have been perfect. Joey Stone got tagged. He's still good. He didn't really hit anything. And the caution will wave again. Wilkerson will restart second, puts West top of the board. The question is, who's left in this race? A lot of these guys still looking for a big opportunity to go to victory, and that's the big thing you got to keep an eye out for. 21 laps to go. West, Wilkerson, Lewis, Beckman, Grudger. Grudger, should we say. Thurston, Kenyon, White, Byers, Shack, Shugol, Thurnquist. Trying to go ahead and get something done. William Schmidt. 20 laps to go when we get him refired this time by. And now we get to look at it. Let's look at the storylines here. Kevin West. Not to be related to Jaw, aka Joe West. Kevin West has never won a race in NR Night in America. He sits P1, has shown the speed, and has shown the Gert to go to victory lane nonetheless. Keep an eye on him. Jacob Wilkerson looking for a second win at Talladega. Davis Lewis, it's been a while since we've seen him go to victory lane. That could change here. Jason Beckman, another one looking for his first win. Same with the 12. And James Thurston looking to go ahead and capitalize and be the only driver to go to victory lane tonight as the most winningest driver. Behind Andrew White, behind also Josh Kenyon. Lined in, Kenyon, the last movie driver, if I'm not mistaken, on the lead lap from the Talladega Nights movie. And we get to see exactly how this all rolls out. 20 laps to go as we get ready to see the green flag. It'll be 19 remaining, lined up for a shootout just one more time. Getting ready to get at it. The question goes back, do you see a first-time winner? Or do we see someone new? We'll ask you down the chat. We will be doing Charlotte as round number 2. As we get ready to go green. Charlotte might be the final race of the night. Keep that in mind when voting. As we get ready to rock and roll. 19 laps remaining in this race, and we go ahead and see that green flag once again. Davis Lewis wants to find victory lane. Will Shack. Oh, he's been eyeing that checkered flag multiple times before. Workman, Warren, Schmidt, Northcutt. Lane Sanders back there in 20th. Roll the dice, get it done just one more time. Pace car hard left on. Is it Dodge going to victory lane? Does Chevrolet get it done once again? How about Ford? How about Toyota? Let's find out just one more time. 19 laps to go from Talladega. West on the bottom with Lewis. Closes back in. You got Beckman right with them on that outside lane. Wilkerson on the outside. The lone Dodge up inside the fast 4. See Thurston trying to go ahead and make some moves. But outside trying to get that thing rolling. Wilkerson back to the bottom. West downstairs. Lines up and loaded. Thurston in tow on the outside lane, giving Beckman a shove. Jason Beckman has never been to victory lane. Does he bring the Blue Ovals a win tonight? 18 to go as they work their way back to the high banks. Gets them right here. And he's got a fast machine to get it done. Wilkerson on the bottom, making it work. Lewis downstairs, Kenyon on the outside. That old splash machine's got something rolling. Schmidt 3 wide, way wide. Beckman on the outside. Thurston has daylight on the outside, but will stick with the Ford. The drag race with a short shoot. Back to the trial will be between Dodge and Ford just once again. Jacob Wilkerson. No, it's Beckman. Beckman's got him at the line. Something's gonna have to give way in the back. Workman in 7th. Shaq back to 6th. I'm telling you right now, with 5 laps to go, whoever that leader is gonna be mirror driving those final couple laps to see if they can go to victory lane. Kevin West on the bottom. Fans on their feet. Lewis downstairs. Josh Kenyon back to 6th. He's on the bottom as well. Will Shaq's gonna sail on back. Gonna say goodbye. 17 to go. 16 to go this time by Beckman. The hat trick with 3 in a row. Works it back to 1 and 2. He's got James Thurston right with him. That's the best ally you can have until the white flag. What do you do if you're Lewis? What do you do if you're Shamela? Back there in 8. Shamela wanting to close this one out. Jacob Wilkerson on that inside lane. Wes has been absolutely perfect tonight. Another perfect driver to be with. This top 4, they're going to have it locked up. If you're going to make something work from 7th or 8th on back, you've got to get to that outside lane now and hope for that thing to stick. Joey Stone, a little left side damage, running around back in 17th, just outside that sweet 16. 15 laps to go from Talladega. Two by 2. The bullet trains racing off back under the sunset. And Andrew White is right there. Look for the drivers that know how to make bold moves in the closing laps. As Sanders keeps eyeing it, but nobody wants to go up there. Their fear is you go up top, you can go ahead and be held out. Beckman to the bottom, and it's gonna work out. What does James Thurston do now? He's got Workman in tow. Ford's coming to life late. Chevrolet's wanting to go ahead and seal the deal. 14 to go. This Vegas must watch right here. Kevin West still back in 5th, 3 wide, top side, 2 rows deep. Warren on the move, one of the Canadian drivers trying to get it done for the North. Remember, he got penalized earlier in this race. It was a long one. He's not going to give up, and he's going to try to duel it out here late. Lined up with Champagne, Thurston. Thurston up to 2nd. Still has Beckman on the bomb. The lap machines forcing the drivers wide. 13 to go. Thurston still in lane number 2. And Wilkerson's going to wait right here until this race comes to a close. There's no need to go ahead and start pushing and shoving. Warren on the outside, help there from Champagne. Workman still stuck in the middle, landlocked, and needing something to work out. If you're the driver back there in lane 2, you got one goal. Get that other driver in front of you out as far enough in front from to choose a different lane or for you to go ahead and make a slingshot pass. Beckman goes up to lane 2. 12 laps to go this time by. What a drive, what a night for all these machines. Scott Warren back to the outside lane. He's trying something. May need a run coming off corner exit. And that's in the hands there of Justin Champagne. Champagne a tap, maybe 2. Wilkerson on the bottom. Beckman in the middle. Thurston lined in. Oh, they might just go ahead and squeeze each other. What a drive, what a race this has been. It's had a mix of everything you can ask for. As Styx gets ready to go on the board, the drive to survive continues on. 11 to go. It's gonna get dicey. It's been dicey. And Jacob Wilkerson's gonna shoot back to the lead. For how long? You might have to try to clear up. No change. Thurston has got it locked in the middle. Davis Lewis down the inside lane. Champagne has not been able to go and slice and dice. How did Gilliam get back going? I don't know. But he's in this main pack back in 13th. That car was upside down and is still rolling strong. Right in the middle. 10 laps to go this time by. Thurston, the drive off the tri-oval. Nah, it wasn't going to be enough. But he's in the position that he wants to be in. Best case scenario. Josh Kenyon up to 8th. Jason Beckman. He's got to block them all here late. But man, might as well just stick here with Wilkerson. This is the best option right here. Maybe 4 to go, maybe 3 to go. Start getting a little dicey. No point in getting dicey now. Back to 3 and 4. Warren on the outside lane. Lined up and loaded. Ethan Workman. Lined up in the middle. Kenyon looking back to the inside. He's got Gilliam just right there. Gilliam in the middle, 10 to go. Make it 9 to go this time by. Jacob Wilkerson, top of the board. Lined up with Schmidt on the outside lane. It's a clear view. What these drivers have got to deal with the next 9 laps. What works, what doesn't. Landlocked from the top to the bottom. Warren is lined in. Beckman is lined in. James Thurston, a tap, maybe 2 to the rear end of Wilkerson. He's running that edge of getting these drivers a little bit quicker and turning them. Dodge, Ford, back to another Ford, all lined in. Couple Chevys in the mix as well. 8 laps remaining from Talladega. Either it goes or it doesn't. Jacob Wilkerson on the bottom. Warren rockets to the outside into the lead. He's going to cup right in front of that 29. Locked in and throws away the key. Moving, shuffling, West in the back. Below the yellow line. He's able to hold on to it. And this will shuffle the deck. Where does Beckman go here? You might as well try to go for the lead now. Daylight, top side, does he take it? No look just yet. It's all Jacob Wilkerson. Back to the line. 7 to go from Talladega. Davis Lewis back in 6. Kevin West. Now landlocked back to the inside lane, and Gilliam's moving forward. He's up to 9th. Warren lined up with Beckman. You're not seeing double. Wilkerson on that inside lane, just needing another shove. He's got West right with him. He's just flying right now. They're flying back down off corner exit. But watch that outside lane back to the tri-oval. It's worked multiple times before. They should be able to get a run. 6 laps remaining. Back to the start-finish line. Ford, Dodge, back to the stripe. Wilkerson is going to get that one. The question is, will he capture the flag here at Talladega as hungry machines behind start lining back up? Dirkquist's got to do something here desperate. Just lined in, nowhere to go. When do you start working that 3rd lane? And the other question is, when is it feeding time at the zoo? It might be now as they work their way back to 3. They're getting dicey. You don't care about anyone else right now but yourself. Coming to 5 to go. What a drive. What a race. The 2x2 continues. Wilkerson downstairs. Beckman on the outside. The ride. The drive. Back to the tri-oval. Brings Ford back top of the board. 5 to go. Crowd on their feet, not a single soul sitting down. Schugol in 7th, Lewis in 5th. Wilkerson just needing a tap, maybe 2 on that bottom, and Beckman loves what he sees on that outside lane. He knows he can just inch closer, but who's gonna get desperate? Coming to 4 to go. Sanders lined up with Gilliam. Third lane, it's open. No takers just yet. I'm telling you, if you're the first driver to take, either you win or you lose. Either they go with you or you go to victory lane. That's how I see it coming back to this start-finish line. 600 watching back at home. Countless virtual fans in the stands from the front stretch to the back stretch as they rally back to 1 and 2. Lewis in 5th. On the bottom, he's landlocked, and he's going to need someone to grenade in front of him to maybe find an opening. Here comes Thurston on the outside lane. Does Gilliam take it? No, he's not able to. He's got to take it. If he wants to go to victory, you got to take it. Take it. Take the outside lane. I don't know why they're not taking it. They're going to be stuck 2 by 2. It's not going to work out. Back to the line. 3 laps to go. Wilkerson on the outside lane, holding that wheel-to-wheel dodge. Rock is back, top of the board. 3 to go. Up there with Kenyon. Gilliam take the third lane. He's got the checkered flag lined up all with him. If he takes it, Thurston's just giving him time. Now, not anymore. Thurston goes wheel-to-wheel at the 25. Warren up the 4th. Beckman on the bottom. Is it a first career win for the 66? Working 2 to go this time by. The magic of Talladega Nights gets ready to roll with just 2 more times left to go. Thurston trying to close it out with the closer of the number 29. Beckman trying to have the glass slipper fit. Back to 1 and 2. Here comes Kenyon. And the Old Spice 47. Shades of Cal Naughton Jr. trying to get it done. Wilkerson in the middle. If they get back to the line, this race is official. All bets are off. 1 goes top. Contact. There goes West. Lewis involved. More machines behind. We're going to overtime. And they'll calm it back down. That might be it. They're calling final lap. I don't know if they put overtime on. It's supposed to be 2006 rules. I think Jason Beckman just won this race. We're gonna see. Wilkerson would be second, Thurston would be third. And they've got it lined up on the bottom. Kenyon, Warren, West, more machines alike. Did we get it? And we're going to see if they're calling the final lap. If they are calling the final lap, Jason Beckman just won this race. I don't know what those two were doing down the bottom. Get off the racing surface to begin with. They have it lined on the bottom. I don't know why they're all slow. We're going to go ahead and watch back on a replay. That's TCB lined up on the inside lane. That's Spencer Burns. They're trying to get out of the way. I mean, they did give them room, but at the same time, it's the last lap. You just get off the racing surface if you're that far down. They'd be very 2000s if the race ends that way. I think that's exactly how it's going to be. It's still showing lights on, though. I'm not exactly sure what's going on because they're still pacing. So we're going to see. That's weird. That's the second time now. Either I forgot overtime or overtime didn't enable. Nonetheless, it's been a fun race. Still looking, timing and scoring. I have not changed any of the stuff from the last stream. That's the big thing you got to look at. And no, green-white checkers were not enabled. Jason Beckman has just won this race. First career win at Talladega. Kenyon comes second. Wilkerson comes third. And that's how it's going to end. Wow. I don't know why they keep resetting my settings. I haven't touched anything since the last stream. That's interesting. Jason Beckman will become one of many drivers to get their first career win at Talladega. NASCAR Night in America feeling victories all year long. Hey, there was no gimmick. For the ones that don't like gimmicks, you didn't get a gimmick. 5th for Darian, 6th for Shugol, 4th for Thurston, and 3rd for Wilkerson. Wasn't enabled. That's some serious 2000s era right there. Race ending under caution. Beckman was winning. Let's look at the time of caution. Now he's out in front. You see Thurston on that outside lane. We probably could have gotten away with throwing that caution. I don't know why Spencer Burns and TCB drivers are, you know, veterans of iRacing. Not just getting off the racing surface and letting these guys go back to it. That was it. The caution came out before James Thurston took the lead, which gives it to Jason Beckman. Let's go ahead and talk to him. I think some of these guys knew caution or overtime wasn't enabled by the way they're racing. They're a lot cleaner late than they usually are. As Beckman will go ahead and find victory lane. It happens sometimes. We've seen it happen in leagues where it'll just automatically not go ahead and enable. Jason Beckman, first career win of NASCAR Night in America.
I just gotta say, holy shit, I've been doing this for, sorry, YouTube. I've been doing NASCAR Night in America since January 22. I've come so close, I've never been able to seal the deal until today.
Wow, you're able to find, and here's another thing too. Sometimes you need luck, sometimes you need to be smart. You stayed up front, you lived up front. Very 2000s to go ahead and have the race end under caution. But you were able to go ahead and get it done. Walk me through those closing laps.
Well, you know, me and Wilkerson were teammates on PBR. We were trying to control both lanes. That caution really threw us off guard. I assumed there was going to be another restart, so you know I was getting ready. But then I think Josh goes like, Jason, there's no overtime, and I'm like, holy crap, does that mean I won? And you know, just it feels good to have one under my belt after all this time.
Well, we will have overtime for race number 2. And this isn't the first time we've had a race end under caution. I want to point that out. I know some that are joining us the first time over the summer might be thinking, is this a first? This is not a first. We've had it sometimes where iRacing misses it, and I stream my perspective of putting the session up in the driver's meeting. I don't know if anyone else saw it, but I could have sworn I had it up. I don't know if this is something new. We know we've had this happen in leagues, but it's almost like can't always guarantee on an overtime, including with how much gets put in to put up an iRacing session to begin with. You're in the right place at the right time when the caution came out. When did you know you went to victory lane?
Not until after the caution, when we started to get on the backstretch, did it finally set in. I mean, me and Wilkerson, you know, Josh, Thurston, we're all good buddies, and we were racing in voice channel together, but they let me know you won, and I'm like, you know, it took a second for it to actually get into my brain that I finally won a race, because almost I've accepted that I'm never going to win a race, because it's been been well over a year since I started this.
And you know, it's great. A lot of dry spells are ending, and you finally were able to go ahead and get one done. How was the race? The race looked fun, at least from our perspective. It looked really good.
Oh, there was a lot of close racing. You know, we were blocking, passing. The 3 wide was insane. That was the highest average speed in the pack I've ever had in an iRace. Pretty sure, you know, even like 10th in the pack, we were already going 203 at the end of the straightaways. It was incredibly quick race. I enjoy this package, and you know, hopefully we get another one done soon.
Well, it was a whole lot of fun. Congratulations on the win, and hopefully we see you go ahead and do great things when we work our way to Charlotte.
All right, thank you, John. Thanks for the host.
Let's go ahead and give you guys a quick update here. I don't know if you heard it on stream, but a lightning strike just nearly slammed into my area. I heard it over the car noise coming to 1 to go. I don't know if it blended in right or not, but I heard it. And it's getting ready to come down, and we've had internet outages and we've had power outages whenever there's a massive storm rolling through my area. I don't know if it's gonna happen, but just as an update, as of right now, for the ones that do not know, this could be the final race. Charlotte. The question is how many laps? For the viewers that were hoping for an overtime, I'm very sorry about that. That is all on me. It's all my judgment. I believe I made that mistake. Usually it's muscle memory just to go ahead and put it on. That's why I usually have it on. And usually when I put a session on, it's automatically there. But for whatever reason, recently, it just hasn't automatically been there. I'll go ahead and make sure I do a little bit better. And I'll announce on stream when I make sure that overtimes are on. But nonetheless, in my opinion, it's kind of a unique race to begin with a Talladega night race. Very 2000s. Personally, I don't hate when races end under caution. I'm going to take the David Land effect here. I know some didn't like the finish because it wasn't overtime. Cars bouncing off each other, hitting the catch fence. But personally, it wasn't the worst thing to go ahead and happen. I actually don't mind it ending that way. Kind of just a little bit. I kind of mind that I threw the caution for what happened now because it's kind of like, you know, some saying the lappers held their line, but that speed, you got to get off the racetrack. You know, in my opinion, if you're running under 100 or under 140 at Talladega, park the damn car. Get off the racetrack or just run it on the apron. Get out of the way. Right there, that's exactly what they did not do. Nonetheless, Charlotte, 100 laps, could be the final race. If you just joined in, I want to say thank you to everyone that's tuned on in. If you enjoyed the racing action tonight, you have any discussions, you agree or disagree with what has gone on today, feel free to drop a like and let us know down in the comment section below. At the same time, the reason why this might be the final race tonight, ladies and gentlemen, is because I do have a race to call in person this Sunday night at the Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. My first ever time calling a broadcast live in person, prime time, Sunday night, 4th of July weekend. I'm stoked for it. I heard a couple of you guys are going, which I'm really excited to hear. If you guys see me, I know a lot of fans in the stands love to look up at the tower and go ahead and, you know, look at the broadcasters. I've had people take photos of me before. If you see me, feel free to say hi. I would love to go ahead and meet you guys. I met a bunch of you over there at Super Speedway. Awesome to go ahead and meet you guys. You guys are amazing. The reason why I am where I am. So the main thing is, I only do 2 races tonight to save the voice, because if I save the voice, I will have a voice for the Super Late Model race, the Pro Late Model race, and the Truck race this Sunday night. Sunday night, prime time, live on Racing America. Can't wait to go ahead and get it done. Get ready, ladies and gentlemen. Session is up. Let's go ahead and check one more time. Let's check one more time. We're going to say it live. We have 1 attempt. No, because we'll have a lot of unlimited attempts. Unlimited attempts at a green-white checkered finish. We're going to go unlimited just in case. 2000 iRacing, and that's the limit. Let's get ready to roll. Love it. I'm excited. I love this track, dude. I'm not just saying that. I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a story time. I feel like I'm at the point where I've seen so much racing. I've been to so many events. Every single event I go to, I have a great story, a wild story, a funny story, a shocking story. Always that's like Nashville Super Speedway did not disappoint from that as well. Just want to go and point that out. But I remember the first time I went to the fairgrounds, Darian Gilliam picked me up from the airport. I was here for my cousin's graduation. It was about a year ago. And he's like, you want to see the track? I want to see a track. I've heard Fairgrounds was in Nashville. I didn't know it was literally like, they do not joke around when they say it's in Nashville. Like, I guess you could say it's a tiny suburb, but it's 12 blocks from Broadway. That's not an over-exaggeration. It's literally 12 blocks from Broadway. So it's there. When we were driving through the city, I was like, track's here? You know, track's here? And all of a sudden you go under that railroad track, and then you get there. I remember walking the track, I was like, this is like one of the coolest places ever. So glad, so thankful for the opportunity to be able to call races there, and hopefully this Sunday night is absolutely awesome. If you're in the Nashville area, go out. It's gonna be fun. Super late, but we got great drivers coming in. Bubba Pollard is racing the super race. I believe Jake Garcia is also racing it as well. Super stoked to go and see those boys go at it. Jake Garcia races the truck series. Bubba Pollard, well-known super late model driver. Jackson Boone will be racing the pro and the super race. Boone, well-known driver at the fairgrounds. Gonna be a lot of fun. And if you aren't able to go ahead and attend, be live on Racing America. And it is gonna be, once again, a whole lot of fun. I'm stoked. I am beyond stoked to go ahead and call that one live. Session's up. Passwords IDK. We will have bump day. 43 drivers will take the green flag here at Charlotte Motor Speedway as we get ready to go back green. I think Charlotte's one of our best mile and a halves in NR Night in America, but we've had great races there. We've had fantastic races there. We have races there that I just cannot forget. And then we've had races there when it's about 30 to go and you just question, why is this race still going on? Not because the racing was bad, but because certain things would happen in the race and you're just like, come on, man, let's get this race over with, you know? So I love Charlotte and NR Night in America for multiple reasons. I also love the fact that it is one of the most unpredictable tracks we go to. Think about it. We've had wrecks on lap 1. We've had 3 cautions before lap 15. We have done a 100-lap race there that's gone caution-free. We have had photo finishes, green-white checkers, fuel mileage, you name it, we've had it here at Charlotte. And we're going to go ahead and see which one we have tonight. It's going to be a lot of fun. Very unpredictable track. And why are we doing Charlotte? Because it was in the movie Talladega Nights. And we already did one race for Talladega Nights. Might as well go ahead and cap it off with number 2. No guaranteed race 3 just yet. Once again, focus on the voice. Keeping that voice solid together. We're out to this stream. It's eat watermelon. You know, go ahead and like get that thing back. And get ready to rock and roll because Sunday is going to be a whole lot of fun. Want to say thank you to all the brand new members tonight. Want to say thank you to all the viewers that have joined in. Eric W. gifting 5 memberships already. Thank you so much. Very grateful indeed. As we get ready to rock and roll. Let's say hello to some viewers. Hello, gamer. How's it going? Brantley, how's it going? 747 Racing, how's it going? Micah, how's it going? Bruno. NR. KM, Demos, Frank saying, hi, John. Me race next race. Congratulations, Frank. You do race next race, hopefully, if you make the field because we do have bump day. David Bell, the great David Bell, how's it going? Hopefully Christopher does well this weekend. Really hoping to go ahead and see him possibly go to victory lane. Who's excited for the Chicago Street Course? Am I like the only one that's like actually excited for this thing? Everyone continues to like worry and complain. I mean, in my opinion, I love the risk. Like, that's the big thing. I love the risk. That's why I love the Coliseum at first. I was like, the risk is there. Take the risk, NASCAR. Who remembers from 2017 and 2018 where there was no risk? Summer portions of NASCAR were just 2 Michigan races, 2 Pocono races, 2 New Hampshire races. It's like, come on, you know? But I love the risk they're taking here. You know, Chicago Street, would I rather it still be Daytona 4th of July weekend? Absolutely. Because that's how my tradition was for so long, you know, being a Florida native. But at the same time, you know what? I love it. I love it. I hope NASCAR continues to take risks. I know we have a great Canadian viewership. I know we've gone to Canada before in NR Night in America, Montreal. I hope NASCAR goes to Montreal next year. I think Milwaukee deserves a date as well. Go to Milwaukee. From what I heard, the truck crowd is looking like it's going to be pretty big for Milwaukee. Super excited to see what that looks like the Sunday after the Coke Zero 400. We're excited. It's going to be great. It's going to be a great weekend all around. If you're a race fan, it's a great time to be a race fan. NASCAR trying new things. Now, personally, I still wish Homestead had the championship. I'm going to stick with that. And I also found out if the pandemic lasted a little bit longer, than it intendedly did for NASCAR, with them restarting it back in May. I heard Homestead was planned to have a Christmas Eve and a Christmas Day race, and knowing how things went with the state of Florida, they probably would have allowed fans. And I'm telling you, if I could have gone to a Homestead Christmas Eve and Christmas Day race, that would have been the greatest thing ever. Been a Christmas miracle. Sadly, it didn't happen. But, you know, who knows what the future holds with NASCAR and scheduling. When I saw that, I was like, that is unbelievable that they're even considering that. So, gonna be a lot of fun. A lot of great things to look forward to. We are loading into the session now. But yeah, I'm excited that NASCAR's trying new things. I remember when they first put COTA out there, it was like, COTA, that's a massive road course for stock cars. All of a sudden, COTA turned out to be entertaining. We love COTA and Enter Night in America. Montreal deserves a day. Hope they go to Mexico. I'm telling you, go to Mexico City. I want to see the Cup cars rolling around Mexico one more time. Heck, even who knows what else they're trying out there. But nonetheless, I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Session is up. Password is IDK. Loading on in as we get ready to go green. And we're still looking to go ahead and connect to the race server just one more time. So here are the updates. I want to go ahead and also point something out to all the viewers back in the chat below. With there being storms in my area, yes, if a race gets to halfway, it will be official unless I call it as it not being official, which means we rain delay and we finish it another time. As of right now, that is our tornado warning stuff that I do. If I'm in a tornado watch, we keep going, and I will watch to see what happens. We're in a warning, I shut it off, throw the caution, they park it on pit road, and I run to that bathroom right over there. So that's exactly how it would go. Right now, I think we'll get this second race in. My voice, 100 laps at Charlotte. We'll see how it goes after that, if we can get a third race in, but it's all about preserving that voice, because instead of 2 days to rest of the voice, I'll have one full day, and it goes lights off. 5 o'clock Central, 6 o'clock Eastern. Also want to point out, I know I'm doing a lot of talking. We got to get this race started. We are still loading on in. I am looking at doing a TikTok live of me broadcasting qualifying. Yes, this is something that I'm looking at doing this Sunday. It'll most likely be during the Chicago street race, sadly, but it's something that I want to attempt to do. I know a lot of viewers say they go ahead and they love Racing America. They love watching, being there, you know, all that stuff. Some say that they don't have Racing America. They love to see me commentating some areas. So what I would be doing is the phone will be facing me, and that's how I would be, quote unquote, broadcasting it. And all around, it would be a lot of fun. Cars on track. Let's go ahead and advance, and let's go ahead and start this one off. Time to go racing, ladies and gentlemen, just one more time. Qualifying going underway. Round number 2. William Schmidt, TCB, some of these training paints have not loaded on. And now they're getting ready to, as we get ready to rock and roll. Josh Kenyon in the 47. We'd like to say thank you to everyone that's tuned on out so far tonight. The 42, Balderas, rolling around the racetrack. TCB is looking to go back to victory lane. The question is, can he? Sliding it down off corner exit. The 99, Sean Rowe coming off corner exit. He's got that Ford all souped up. And one of the brand new camera angles we got at Charlotte Motor Speedway, the low hanging off the safer barrier down into turn number 1 really allows the speed to add up. And one thing Enter Night in America gets a lot of praise for is selling the speed. That's something that I've said multiple times before that I wish NASCAR did a little bit better. Love the speed that was sold in 2016 on NBC for Homestead. Want to see this speed sold as much as it was back in the early 2000s. So we took that idea and decided to go in and run with it here in the sim. And they look fast. And when we bring the COTs here, always looking quick. Abraham Vila rolling back around. Spencer Burns back and forth. And the question will also be, who will go to make the field? Joey Stone up to second. 43 drivers will elect to go ahead and take the green flag. Abraham Vila brings his rocket ship back down the backstretch. Burns to third. Vila back to the line. Warren, Cody Workman. That's Goff up there into seventh. And he'll go ahead and line it up as we get ready to go ahead and end qualifying here. Workman, Stone, Burns, Moss, Stellar, Fast 4. River Page lined on up. Christian Delgado. As Gilliam looks to go ahead and race into the night as well. .29.47, top of the board for the driver of the 28. Ready to 12. I'm excited to see what Vila can do. As long as he can go ahead and keep that head straight, he's going to be a great driver to go ahead and watch. Charlotte Motor Speedway. We're going to go ahead and bring the best. Lined up and ready to go racing just one more time. And our night in America, fueling victories all year long. Line it up. Workman, Stone, Burns, Moss, Stellar, Fast 4, 100 laps of thunder. Get ready to take place just one more time. As Charlotte's the most unpredictable track we go to, and you wouldn't expect that here from an intermediate. But we're getting ready to go ahead and send it off. Engines fired up on the front stretch. Lined up, and when 2 laps time, we'll get ready to go in and take the green flag. Shamela in 11th. Vaughn back to 12th. And all these drivers line on up. We'll get ready to go in and take the green flag. Ethan Workman And the Sharpie 97 has got it lined in and ready to roll. Workman, Stone, row number 1, Burns, Moss, Stellar, back to row number 2. Schmidt, Lights, Goff, West, Tammer, Hurt, Shamela, Vaughn, top 12. Ray, Workman, Vila, Grudger, Northcutt, White, DeAngelis, and Gilliam round out that top 20 of the 43 drivers ready to thunder off into turn number 1. Line it up. Base car moving off, ladies and gentlemen. Next time by, we'll see the one to go. Mosteller, not a good running. When it came down to the racing at Talladega, looks to do one better here. Spencer Burns on the bottom. Another controversial issue for him. We'll get ready to go ahead and bring him back 2x2. Let's go and say those magical words. God, speed, drivers. You are going for throttle up. Kick the dust up just one more time. From Dega to Charlotte, we thank every last one of you that have come on out and supported tonight. Lights coming off, this time by. Does Joey Stone capture the flag for the first time? Or does someone else reign here from Charlotte, USA? Let's find out. The one to go. Goff looking to catch lightning in a bottle. Back there in row number 4. Vaughn. Back there in row number 6. Dodge, Ford, row number 1. Ford has already been to victory lane once tonight, looking to sweep it with a back-to-back running. The lights shine bright in Charlotte Motor Speedway. Concord is the place to be as we get ready to rally just one more time. 43 drivers make their way to North Carolina, the Ring of Fire. As we get ready to go, Matt Green, what a drive it has been already for so many as they have now locked on in the 2x2 as they get ready to commence. Sold out virtual crowd. The last couple of NR Night in Americas have been nothing but a delight to go ahead and watch, to listen, from the electric crowd to the electric everything. When we drop that green flag all the way back to the checkered flag, it's always a lot of fun. Now, the fun continues as the pace car makes that hard left onto pit road, and Dodge and Ford bring the crowd to their feet for us to light the fuse in round number 2. Oh, Workman around! And the caution's gonna wave already. And they weren't even close to getting going. What was that? A lot of damage to the 33. Joey Decker. Kevin West, Nick Lights, Baker and more. And we'll have to try that one more time. Let's see what happened. I think it was Spencer Burns. Did he just not get going? I mean, he's not in the restart zone. Let's see. Now you got to get going by the restart zone. Did he miss his shift? Or did Burns just run him over? It's almost like he was turning before. No, he was loose. He spun the tires. The leader spins the tires right in the middle of the field. And there's just absolutely nowhere to go. They were stuck like 7 wide. So that was not on Burns. Workman just spun the tires and there she went. Yeah, you can see it. Burns was on the gas. He was fine. But all these other drivers have got a lot of damage and we're not even on lap number 10. Cody Workman with damage. Vila, Baker, as they go ahead and try to figure everything out. Scoring wise, we want to say thank you to everyone that has tuned on in. That's the big thing. If you're going to be the fastest qualifier with these many drivers in the field, you got to go ahead and make sure you don't go ahead and make a mistake. They look to you to go ahead and start the race. If you can't start the race correctly, don't qualify. That's the biggest thing about it. And you see it's going to junk up a lot of great machines. Now you're going to wonder, how's this racing product going to be? With the leader not getting the start that he wanted. Joey Stone found his way through. If I'm not mistaken, he may be the control car. So we get ready to try it again. Well, pit road's going to be wide open once again. That's the 47 down at the inside. Josh Kenyon. And some of these other drivers will be looking to go ahead and find their way back around. Pit road's still full of machines, and I mean, there is a lot of them down there. All junked up. It's going to be interesting to see how this scoring goes. I mean, that's almost half the field on pit road. So they're going to take their time. They're going to go ahead and get these guys back going. And we'll get ready to go in and send them off. For Joey Stone, he just thinned out the herd. Spencer Burns looking for his 3rd win. William Schmidt, Shamela, Vila, Vaughn. Back there with Shafty. Back there with McCarthy. Back there with Gilliam Monroe. And we will try it again. Yeah, I'm just really curious to see how this all looks. The Page, a lot of damage to him. As he continues to roll around. We always said Charlotte was unpredictable. And oh boy, was it unpredictable to go ahead and start. Yeah, if there's going to be an issue on lap 1, it usually comes off turn number 2. I'm very surprised it happened where it is. You can just see the scoreboard right now. Still trying to figure out timing and scoring. A lot of these guys trying to get back around. And they will go ahead and bring out the 1 to go this time by. And I don't know if you just heard that. But it's loud and it's right out there. Please don't take the internet out. That's all I'm hoping for. That's one thing we're hoping for, that no internet's taken out. If we do not get to halfway, we will have a rain-delayed race and we will go ahead and complete out another NR Night in America. I'm just looking at this radar and it is bright red right where I am. So we're going to continue to keep an eye on things and monitor things as we get ready to go back underway. Time to go green. Time to get it done. Dodge Chevrolet, row number 1. Schmidt, Shamela, back to row number 2. Vila, Vaughn, Shafty, McCarthy, Gilliam, Rowe, Champagne, and Baker. That's the top 12. Time to go in and line this one up. It's going to be a great race as long as they can go in and get past the start-finish line. Lock and load one more time. Joey Stone has a shot at winning his first ever NR Night in America race. Can he do it? Let's find out. It's showtime from the Carolinas. Who's able to bring the speed? Let's find out as they roll their way back to the restart zone to light the fuse just one more time. Burns to the inside, Stone to the lead. Schmidt's gonna go to second. Burns will lock it right in front of Veal. A little damage there on the 5. Stone looking to lead the first lap under green, and he's got that 79 just stalking him. One of the Pontiacs in the mix, that's the 0-2. Schmidt is there looking to the inside. Drag race between the Dodges. Stone shuts the door. He's gonna lead this one. Try not to look back. Schmidt, Vaughn to the wall. And just clobber the right side. Shamela inside the fast 4. Burns looking for a bite. I think Schmidt likes where he is right now. He's hoping that Joey's going to go and tear those tires up for him to go to close back in. 7 turns to 8. Dodge, bow tie Pontiac. For that fast 4, the Diamond is sitting up in an area where he could find victory lane. Top 3 is just hugged back to the bottom. Schmidt looking, peeking, a drive up the outside. Does he get it to work? Just way too far back. Burns looking for a creep. Maybe an inch, maybe 2. Vaughn back to 5th. He's got Shamela right in front of him. I don't know about these two being up here this early. You can see Vaughn just does not like the handling of his car. Lost that rear end again. And Vila's ready to go in and capitalize. Justin Champagne watching on as well. Abraham Vila said he would be going to victory lane tonight. The question is, can he get that done? Dodge on Dodge. Here comes Schmidt again. They tried that long way around that other time around. Stone is giving up a lot of time off corner exit. Schmidt to the inside, wheel to wheel for the lead. The greatest underdog versus a streamer on kick. Stone yields the second, and Schmidt goes top of the board. He's got 90 laps to go. Now you gotta start thinking, hey, long term right here, what's the game plan? Shamela and the Pontiac watching on. Looking, creeping to the rear of the Kellogg's 5. Might have something rolling right there. But Vaughn is all over him and nearly just got wrecked again. Here comes Champagne back to the inside. Vila and company will go ahead and join on in. That's just a matter of time. That 61 just has an ill-handling Chevrolet. It's not going anywhere right now. They're going to either need a caution or the green flag stop to go ahead and make some type of adjustment. Stone wants the lead back. 13 the difference. And Schmidt's just going to shove it right back down on that bottom. A look, a peek. Dodge still there. Spencer Burns watching on, half a second back. Stone under a 15 for a 14. Down to a 12. He's got that drive off corner exit. But does he have the speed to carry to 3? Looking, peeking, maybe too far back, but you have to save those tires. That's the big thing. It's a 100-lap race. You got a caution right off the bump. And took out a lot of great drivers. You might not have another one. Keep an eye on it. That's the beauty of not having stage racing. You just never know what's going to go right or wrong. Stone, another shot to the inside, wheel to wheel. Schmidt on the outside. Joey Stone back top of the board from Charlotte Motor Speedway. See Schmidt try to go ahead and hang with them. And will yield back nose to tail. That's how you take it back right there. The only thing is, that's a lot of Burns to close in with, not a lot of effort. Vaughn on the outside, wheel to wheel, that's with Shamela. The drive, the hit. Looking for that fourth spot, he's got it for now. More like looking for third. To the outside, there are the 5 of Burns. And you just see Spencer doing what he can to go and hold on, but he knows long term, that's what you gotta think right here. It'd be great to go in and lead these laps early on. Great crowd watching back at home. A lot rooting for you. But Vaughn just cannot hold on to that car off corner as he gets into the outside wall. And Burns will bring it back wheel to wheel. Schmidt on the bottom. 15 the distance. The difference, should we say, he might take it back. Now he's thinking about it, and Champagne's another one on the move. Justin Champagne at the bottom. Wheel to wheel with Shamela. Yeah, Marty may have to go ahead and yield right here. You're not going to go and hold that 38 off. Not this early. Oh, maybe he can. As he was able to go and cross the bow and just keep that second and third lane rolling. Watch this run. He gets off corner exit. Keeps the distance and closes into the 5. That's how it's done. That's textbook right there. Cody Vaughn is wrecking loose, but somehow still has a car to fight for the lead. He's got it rolling down off corner exit. Gets second from Schmidt. Yes, he does. Chevrolet going cappered. And he's right up near that outside wall. Oh, he got into him. And Vaughn's on the outside safer barrier once, twice, and pancakes the right side. He's going around. Into the 69, caution's gonna wave. There's just no way. With how he was racing, there's no way that was gonna go ahead and stick. Frank DeAngelis, the driver involved. Yeah, you can look back to it again. If your car is that ill handling, don't force the issue. Lay back, let the tires play in a little bit, and then start applying the pressure when other drivers are kind of in the same ballpark of the handling problems. He just went up there, put all of his chips in the middle, and guess what? He didn't get blackjack. And for Frank DeAngelis, it's an incident that he did not need to be a part of. Let's watch it again. It's a lap prior. Yeah, he's rolling that outside well. He gets wheel to wheel here with Schmidt, and that second lane is really working for him. Look at how much he's already just turning the wheel. He's got a yacht out, counter steering it all. He's dirt tracking it, can't hold it. Hits the wall once, hits the wall twice. At that point, you just got to keep it on the wall, and he just tried to drag it off and got right into the 69. Great job, Abraham Vila, to avoid it. Even though he did catch a piece of the safer barrier. Caution is out once again here from Charlotte Motor Speedway. It'll be the second time working lot 21 out of 100. Pit road, it's wide open. Gallagher back on the racing surface. The question now will be who will win the race off. Stone is there, and he's going to get it masterfully. Schmidt comes out second. Puts Thurston out third. Vila, Champagne, Shamela, Joey Stone and company as they work their way back to turns number 1 and 2. This is going to be an interesting race, I'm telling you, for the underdogs. They're loving the unpredictability. Joey Stone, I think he needed to see that yellow. That was a great yellow for him. Because now he can see, okay, did I push it too much? Am I kind of in the right area? Because what if you do get in a predicament where you're forced for a long green flag run? Gallagher missed his stall. He will bring it back in. River Page. I don't know what he's doing, but he is on the racetrack, and we look to go ahead and get the one to go this time by. Lights off on the top of the pace car. Schmidt, Thurston, Vila fast four. Shamela in 6. We've had one first-time winner already tonight. Do we see 2? And the night just swept by drivers that have yet to go to victory lane. What a sight that would be as we look to go ahead and take the green flag. Gonna be a lot of fun to see. These 2 Dodges have been absolutely perfect tonight so far. Thing is, you gotta avoid issues. You just gotta be consistent. Let's find out just one more time. The opening laps of this race, hectic, unpredictable. Will it continue? Let's find out. Dodge on Dodge, 2 Chevys behind. Joey Stone will be driving the race of his NR life. To win your first race on a super speedway, it's exciting, it's exhilarating. To win on an intermediate, you know you had to go up against some of the toughest guys around to hold them off. Strategy, tire management, pick a line that works best for you, and you gotta be fast. Grab a gear one more time. Dodge, back in the swing of things. We're green once again. Thurston all over Stone. Schmidt, the rally on the outside lanes. Give me a drag race. Down off corner exit, Schmidt by a nose, maybe more. Joey's got that inside lane rolling. Lane 2 just works so well. I'm on 3 wide, way in the back. Valderez on pit road. Stone back to the line, he's got him. 3 wide in the middle of the herd. It's gonna be dicey. Baker with Burns on the bottom. There they go! The 88 or the 48 around right down the backstretch. Cameron Perez. 2, 3 machines involved as well. Do they keep it rolling? Having to worry about rain. They do. We're going to keep it green. There's no way that was going to work out. Let them race. Racing against the clock of thunderstorms. Now they hit the wall hard. That probably should have been a caution. We're going to go in and keep it rolling. James Thurston just took the lead. Stone back to 2nd. Schmidt back in 3rd. Vila, Champagne. And Baker's got it right back down the bottom. We see Shafty struggling off corner exit. How about Tamer? Tamer in the 01 to the inside. Stone wanting something to work. Schmidt right there in 3rd. Now Thurston went right around, but you gotta remember that 29 is not known for saving tires on the long run. Keep an eye for it. Vila lined up on that inside lane. You see Justin back there in 4th. That's another one, that long green flag run. That's what you're looking for. Shafty, Tamer, DeAngelis up to 11th. Goff back in 13th. Workman back in 15th. Stone is closing on in. Gotta get something to work. Looking, peeking, back to the bottom. Thurston just holding on. He's closing in big time. At one point, that was about a distance of a 3. Now gets it back down to a 2-3. And the battle for the lead gets ready to rage on. Oh, that 19 loose off corner exit and will give up that 2nd position. William Schmidt around the outside saying thank you. Justin Champagne on the move. And that's how quick things can go in and change from second to fourth. Three-two the difference. 3 back, 6 back, 8 back now. Stone top 4 under a second. Schmidt's making up a lot of ground right now. If you're Thurston, you have to go ahead and defend. The thing is, though, Justin finds a way through. How does that play out? And you're nearly working 70 laps to go. Stone back and forth. Vila, Shamela. Baker found his way through. There's DeAngelis at the end of this main herd. About 4 cars deep. What do you do if you're William Schmidt? Still 2-5 back. He's not able to close in as much as Stone was. Is Joey closing on the leaders? Not looking like it. 9 back. He's got to save just a little bit more. You see Abraham Vila struggling off corner exit as well. A lot of drivers complaining about handling. Shamela to the inside. Schmidt, 18 back. Champagne back to a 5-7. Back to a 14. The gap is closed in from the Dodge to the Chevrolet. The question is, though, if they go wheel to wheel, does Champagne put a hat in the ring? Does Stone put a hat in the ring? 33 out of 100. Now Schmidt almost got on that outside wall. He's using every little part of this racetrack to go ahead and make something work. Two 6, 2 3, 2 1. Back to an 18. And they're still with that drive off corner exit. Schmidt closing in, Champagne closing in. Joey Stone now closing in as well. And Thurston's got to make this thing wide, because when Schmidt gets there, it's going to be a big, big problem with Champagne right there knocking on the door. Down off corner exit, Chevy, Dodge, Chevy. Another Dodge in the ring, Vila closing in, Shamela closing in, Baker, Kenyon, Mostello on the bottom. Still back to a 14. The drive off, slipping and sliding with the right rear. As Schmidt knows he has the speed to catch Thurston, but if he catches Thurston, he's got to go in and make this one wide. That 38, we got one sparking on the apron. And that's the 33. Off the racing surface, we stay green. Schmidt wanting something to work. A top lane. The bottom lane is right now the way to go, with Champagne making up time. Back to 36 out of 100. Can Thurston hold him off? Or are tires starting to become an issue? He's down on 10. He just painted that blue line perfectly. Thurston still working that wheel. Dodge and Chevrolet on the move. Here comes Champagne to the inside, wheel to wheel. Justin's got something rolling right here. Does Schmidt catch him beforehand? The drive off. He's got to look to the inside. Too far back. 12 back. Back to a 9. $37, 38 out of 100. Schmidt again, another peak. There's a lot of lap machines in this race already. We're before halfway, but this race could go ahead and run very much to the end unless something goes wrong. Last time we came here with the next gens, things did go wrong for the leaders in the top 3. Schmidt another peek. Maybe too far back, makes up time, looking for the quarter panel. He's got something right here. I think Thurston nearly got on that wall. Big wiggle off corner exit. Stone is fading, and he's fading very fast. That's going to be Vila right behind him. Might be closing on in to capture him up. But Schmidt struggles off turn number 4, and that's where Champagne's just a little bit better. Seen that 38 just gradually get better as this race has gone on. A look, a peek. Thurston not able to get the run he wanted. Put Schmidt right back into contention. Now he might have one more swipe at it, because if Justin looks to the bottom here, it's going to be game over for that 79. And next question is, when does fuel become a question of concern? 41 out of 100. 60 to go from Charlotte. $12 the difference. Back to an 11. Looking for a 10. Just still can't get it off corner exit. You can see Justin watching on. The game plan, I'm guessing, is this. Let the 79 bite. He makes a mistake, going for the kill. He just saw Thurston get that right side of the wall. And these boys are wrecking loose, and that's the big thing about this car track combo. It's so tough to master. Look at him just sideways back to the middle. He's drumming off a lot of speed. But gets the power down and says, see ya, 19 the difference. Vila, Shamela. Shamela looking to make up time. James Thurston, last driver to win with this car track combo, if I'm not mistaken. We're going to go ahead and defend it. Stone, Vila, Shamela back to 6. That's still 23-24 the difference. As Schmidt has got it locked down to that inside lane. He's under that seam that separates lane 1 to lane 2, but he's just not able to get anything off corner exit. No grip whatsoever that right side. But you gotta look at it. He's having that problem. Everybody's having that problem. We're working around halfway of this race. Thurston just completely missed turn number 1. This 79 can go and get something rolling right. It's gonna go ahead and be a big beneficiary. Big thing is, though, everyone once again is struggling. Here comes Champagne to the bottom. It's about who can make the least amount of mistakes. Does he clear him? He does. Justin Champagne runs Catbird 45 out of 100. Stone 2 seconds back. Justin a drive. Still holding on. Vila, Shamela. Two, 4, 2-2. Back to a 2 flat. Now looking back to a 17. Once we get to halfway, this race is official. Looking at the Doppler radar right now, I'm still in a big cone of red, with lightning strikes all around where I am. Gonna keep an eye on it. But once this race gets to halfway, if the stream goes off, the race winner will be whoever is out in front. So that means you gotta wonder as a driver. Okay, there's no rain in the virtual world, but there's rain from the host. And he's gonna go in and say who wins or not. Do you get aggressive here? Do you short pit? Do you long pit? Do you trust the weather? Do you look at the weather and ask, or do you think, hey, it's actually getting a little bit better? You keep looking around and start wondering. Schmidt 2-5 back. Also the battle for 4th. Stone on the outside, Vila on the inside. Abraham Vila rocketing into the fast 4. Is that big battle for the lead? Kenyon up to 9th. Goff up to 10th. They've just got it plastered on that inside lane. See Mari Shamela back there in 5th. Stone in 6th. 11 the difference. 10 the difference. Back to a 9. Justin Champagne, the game of inches. Just can't get that look under as Schmidt continues to watch on. Got a Dodge in the mix right here. You see him all over that 38. .49 out of 100. Shamela, Vila, Champagne and company. All still looking for a way through. Lap 50 out of 100, 51 to go. Schmidt, 3-6 the difference. Back down into 3 and 4. That's Stone back to 5th, finds his way around Shamela. We continue to monitor this. Baker all the way up near the outside lane. I think Schmidt's gonna want it back. This race is official. What goes, goes. Champagne watching on. Schmidt right there. Now he's got a hug still on that blue line. Thurston out by a 3-6. Vila looking to make up time as well, and he's very much doing so. Keep an eye on it. Stone loose on the straightaway. Allows Shamela to get to the quarter panel. Schmidt the second. Champagne out of the groove. And takes it right back. Now Stone's cooked right here. His tires are gone. He's got to hold off just a little bit longer to keep that car from having too low of an undercut. Vila, a man on a mission, 2-8 the difference. Schmidt back to a 6-2. James Thurston's just having a great race right here. This is absolutely perfect. Exactly what he wants to see. Six, 7 back. Vila, nearly 3. The battle for second continues. This race may be won on pit strategy. They might need a pit one more time for tires and fuel. One in the wall, River Page. And he's up near the outside. Saber Mary will park it and we'll call it a race. We stay green. 5-4 back. 54 out of 100. That battle for second is just not going to go anywhere, at least for now. See Vila, 3 seconds of difference. Shamela down to a 3-9. 3-2, should we say? 2-9 there for Vila. Oh, Vila hits something. He's in the wall. Abraham Vila pounds the outside safer barrier. Stone's going to come around. And these cars are getting even more difficult to handle. Way up near the outside lane. Is it going to go around on him? Nah, he's going to have to go ahead and bring it to pit road. TCB managing it, finding his way through. Mosteller lined up with him. Now these guys are just trying to find an area where they can get to pit road without an issue. So Vila will yield. Stone into 5th. Champagne back to close it on in, but Schmidt is down to a 1-2. Yeah, he's actually closing in big time. See Thurston struggling as well. A lot of these guys just struggle with the handling of the car. Baker to the outside lane. Vila on the bottom, finds his way back into the top 6. Still not ending, should we say, finds himself in the wall. And into the inside safer barrier, caution's gonna wave. That's the 99 getting into it. Sean Rowe. And on lap 57, that 55 for the second race in a row is Jaunt. This is going to change a lot around. Tires, tires, tires. The main talking point as we get ready to go ahead and try this once again. Well, you're halfway through this race now. The real question is, how do you hold on? How do you play the right strategy? Let's watch it again. He hits a concrete wall down the inside, destroys his machine. Sean Rowe commits to the outside. Slams right into him. A brutal day there for the 55. It almost looked exactly like his Talladega car. Thurston, Schmidt, Shamela, Champagne. Bring it on in, lap 59. Thurston looking to win the race off pit road. Oh, Mosteller did not get in his stall, and it's even worse now as he's just able to get the right sides up. Schmidt's able to get away. Does he beat him off? He does! And William Schmidt is going to take the lead of this race, I think. He got him. Beats him off pit road. And a masterful drive in the pits. As the 29 and Thurston will yield the second. Shamela will go third. Question now is where Champagne. Champagne is still on pit road. Justin Champagne. Is he still on pit road, should we say? We can't even find him. Does Champagne have an issue? Looking for that driver. There he is back in 15th. Oh, no, he's not. He may be out of the race. We'll continue to keep an eye on him, but working lap 59, that might be it for him. So this is what you've got left. Thurston, Schmidt, Shamela, Stone. Joey Stone still looking for his first win. Ever since that restart, or the start of the race out of wreck, we've been having issues with that board. With the updating and just everything. One to go, coming out this time high. 40 laps to go ahead and decide a winner. Thurston in the 29. The most winningest driver. Justin Champagne out of the race. Shamela to third, Stone to fourth. Let's get ready to go back green. Pace car makes a hard left onto pit road. 40 laps of action left in this one. Line them up. Let's find out who's going to victory lane. Shafty around the back. Never mind, we stay green. Thurston in a second. Stone way up out of the groove. He's in that wall, that's gonna call it. Sparks up the right side. Thurston into second, wants to lead back. 39 to go. Eric W. gifting 5 memberships, very thankful indeed. Don Chevy, back to a Pontiac. Shamela's got to get something rolling right. 62 out of 100. Thurston, a look. Mack to the outside, he's got to run. Now the peak to the inside. He's got it. James Thurston, the advantage in the 1. But Schmidt's gonna roll that outside beautifully. Locks it in, no problems. Shamela, Mosteller, Baker, all under a blanket. Gotta roll, gotta be smart. Oh, Mosteller sideways and into the turf. 24 the difference. Thurston wanting that one back. Schmidt wanting to run away. The little team that could, SKS. Always putting on a show. Stone, not the start he wanted. This one will like to get something back. Looking to the inside of Hurd. Baker, Shamela, Mosteller still lined in. With 19 being the difference, you can see that 29 just inching back into that lead. Being smart, being consistent. Off corner exit, 66 out of 100. Baker's got him on a hook because he's starting to reel them in as well. Marty Shamela looking for his first win. Mosteller rim rides that outside lane and will bring the challenge to the Pontiac. Slide off corner exit, trying to get it to work. Thurston within a 12. He's got something, he's there. And Schmidt's gonna have to make it wide. From the blue line to the outside wall. To the quarter panel. Can you just get him loose here? Entering down into 2. Thurston's got a run off corner exit. Back to the outside again. Yeah, he's going to be able to clear him right. Here's going to be a big swipe. James Thurston looking for the lead at the bottom. Not able to get him, and Baker is in tow. Mosteller, Shamela, all on the move. What a race we have here from Charlotte. Thurston up and into the outside fence. Here comes Baker in third. Tried it, wasn't able to get it. And William Schmidt just trying to hold him off, and he's got it dead sideways back to the center of the corner. You're going to see these tires becoming an issue again. SKS and Dodge doing everything they can to go back to victory lane. Thurston on the bomb. Baker right there, lined up. And it's coming down to 31 laps to go this time by. Lap machines right in front of them. The question is it inside lane? Is it outside lane? How do you pick and choose? Baker ducks it on the bottom. Thurston right in line. Schmidt's gonna clear and we'll say adios, but Thurston still is there with 16 the difference. I thought if he could go in and get it from that lap machine, been a lot better for him. But that does not look to be the case. 30 laps to go this time by. What do you do if you're the 25? What do you do if you're the 62? Thurston trying to inch in. 9 the difference. 8 the difference. The look to the inside. Schmidt's got to roll that center perfectly. Trying to cross the bow of the 29, he will. And will live to see another day. 29 to go. Just fundamental race out of that 79. Not getting nervous, not getting worried when he goes wheel to wheel. He knows there's always another corner where he can make up that time. Just Perfect moves there by that 79 machine. Dodge has its might and will continue to hold on. Thurston will swing again to the inside. The lunge, the heave, does it stick? It does not. Schmidt may get loose on that outside. He will, it's back wheel to wheel. Still fighting. And what does Baker do? Half a second behind. Locks it in on the bottom. Trying to get something to work. Baker with a different lane all the way up near the wall. James Thurston. Another look to the bottom. Now he knows Schmidt's just right there in front of him. He's going to try to copy his lines, try to dump dirty air on him. The thing is, though, tires are becoming a big issue right now, and you got to keep an eye out for it. What do you do on the bottom? Mosteller to fourth, Shamela to fifth, Kenyon, Stone hurt, Joey Stone up to seventh. The what ifs if you didn't have a bad restart. James Thurston has won in a photo finish here before. In a Gen 4, but with a different aero package. Another heave. Now lap machine's right in front of them too. That's going to play a big role here late. Sounded off, 25 laps to go from Charlotte. If this goes green, they'll be running on rim. If it doesn't, you're going to have a shootout where all bets are off and it'll turn into the Wild West. Shamela in fifth, no man's land. Mosteller, 1-8, 1-7, 1-6 back, closing in. You can tell these front runners are struggling just a little bit. Thurston back for dinner and once again. Having a look to the outside, lap machine's forcing it. That's going to be a struggle right here. I think Thurston's going to lose time. Bad apex of the corner. Loses even more. Schmidt's able to carry the momentum. 33 to difference. Baker back to a 1-3-4. Now he's losing speed right here. And James Thurston will have to rally the troops once again. 23 to go. It's going to be close because we know that, oh, contact, Will Shack. Lap machine. And adds another issue there with a 29. It's going to be close because we know Thurston right now is the fastest car. But the thing is, lap machine's making an issue. You catch them. Schmidt's really good at defending. Where's the give for you to go to victory lane? That's what we're looking for. Right now, it is just not looking likely. I mean, he's going to have a shot, but he's going to have to go ahead and really get on his A game while trying to find a way around that 79. 6-3 to difference. Schmidt, not the drive off he wanted. Cards back in hand to the 29. Baker losing speed. Mosteller gaining speed. Joey Stone, TBD on where he goes or he doesn't. 6 the difference, 21 to go. Be a great sight to see William Schmidt go back to victory lane. Thurston wanting something to work. Half a second the difference. Made up a big 10th right there. He's going to make up another 10th. Maybe even more, down to 3 and 4. Schmidt's having a problem because Thurston just hit it on a dime. You're going to see the rear to that 79 flaring on out, and that 29 is closing back in. 20 to go. If he lets him pass, it's adios. That's it. Back to a 26. He can catch him, but can you pass him? Still looking to see that being a possibility. 19 to go, 16 the difference. James Thurston driving the wheels off of it. $14 back, 13 in closing. A look, a peek, Schmidt shuts the door on the bottom. That's smart, he's got to do that for 19 laps straight. What a drive, what a race. The unpredictability has not changed. 18 to go, Dodge Chevrolet. Oh, did he catch him some slack? Thurston got the left side on the apron. You just see how much the speeds have fallen off with that tire wear. 2 back. That's Baker, out of question unless these two get into it. Schmidt cannot allow that bottom to open up. Crowd still on their feet. Wanting something to work. And he just can't find a way through. I just don't think that outside's going to work this early or this late. I'm not sure. Because he's tried everything in the book, and this 79 has just been able to put himself in a position to stay out in front. Sweet 16 from Charlotte, USA. 13 the difference. Oh, down on the white. They'll have the fuel to get to the end. The question is, do the tires hold up? Mosteller, Stone. Very loose in the back. 15 laps to go from Charlotte. Dodge Chevrolet. (22, 23). Back to a 22. James Thurston is trying absolutely everything to close in this gap, and he's got something for him right here. Coming out off corner exit. He just needs to have a great run, and for Schmidt to make a mistake, we've seen him struggle off 4 before. That roller coaster, that bunny hill, coming from 4 to the straight. Really just hurts that Dodge. You can just see him hurting right here. Here he comes. Down off corner exit. He was there. Schmidt back on the apron, parks in front of the 29. Thurston rolls out of the throttle, looks downstairs, can't get him again. 13 to go. Holland back down to 1 and 2. Schmidt is pulling out all the stops. Thurston surfing it down into 2. It's a big drive too. Baker 3 seconds back, hoping and praying these two just get into it. Schmidt, dirt tracking off corner exit, daylight downstairs. Here comes Thurston, back with a wheel. Dodge, Chevrolet, does Thurston take the lead? He does. What does Schmidt do on the outside? He's got to hold it. Contact. The drag race down the back. He cannot allow him to clear. Thurston gets it. He down to 3. James Thurston top of the board, but he's in trouble. Here comes Schmidt, looking back to the outside. Sticks on the board. 11 to go. And these cars are driving terrible right now. You just see them yacht out down in the corner entry. He found a way around, but can he hold on? Here comes Schmidt looking to the inside. Limbo down into turn number 3, and Thurston just shut that door. He crossed the bow and just hold on to it. Try to hold him. Held on. Now what happens here? 10 to go from Charlotte. The duel, the dogfight. Back to 1 and 2. See Thurston wanting to pull away. 900 horsepower. All-American muscle. 10 more laps from Charlotte, USA. And you see Schmidt just being smart right here, watching it back down that inside. He still knows he's got a shot at winning this race. Shamela in the third. Baker back to fourth. 9 to go. A delayed start to race number 2. The controversy on what happened on the start of the race. Couple cautions took out some front runners. 100 laps of thunder, and it comes down to 9 to go. He's getting them down off corner exit. Limbo to the bottom, maybe another peak. Shamela back in third. The driver, the capper, the top 2 get together. Here comes Thurston down off corner exit. Schmidt is there. Daylight downstairs, too far back again. He's got to get within a 9. Once he's in within a 9, it's striking distance. It's go time to lunge it down into 3. It's back to 20 back, 7 to go. What's going to happen here? Lap machines in front will be in play for the end of this race. Thurston washes up the track. Schmidt got it to stick. They're trying everything, different lines. You haven't seen any of these lines so far tonight. Diamonding, slowing it out, sailing it in. Anything just to make the corner. They're running on rim. Coming back to 6 to go. Schmidt lost a lot of time. James Thurston has the cards in hand. Back to 1 and 2. Down on the apron. I think Schmidt's just a little bit better down to 1. But 3-6 back. Does he have enough time to go ahead and close in? 4 back. Lap machine. Abraham Vila. Right in front of that 29, 5 to go. Thurston forced to the bottom. I think he was going down there anyways. Vila back to a 3-8. Should I say Schmidt? 3-7 back. Maybe a 3-5. And Thurston's got it locked back down that blue line. Over 400 watching live. What a night it has been of streaming. And it's going to end off with what we've got here. 4 to go. Half a second the difference. And if Thurston makes a mistake, it opens it wide open once again for that 79. Schmidt bouncing off the apron. Made up time. Mosteller back to 5th. 1 in the wall, way in the back. Never mind, we stay green. Three laps to go this time by. And Shafty's barely holding on to these lap cars. Have got to get out of the way. Let these guys duel it out. 8 the difference. 9 the difference. Schmidt fading. Thurston pulling away. No mistakes, and he's going to find victory lane. To 3 and 4. 1 second advantage. Schmidt. Does he throw in the towel? 2 to go here from Charlotte. What a ride. What a night. What a race. These boys have just gone ahead and put on. From wheel to wheel to the chess match. For 15, 20 laps straight. James Thurston has battled through everything to get back in this position. Started off strong. The caution came out, took the lead. Then an issue at the 55 and not a great start on pit road. Forced him against the 8 ball. Santa Blanca, 1 to go here from Charlotte. Now with 1 lap remaining, he looks to add another tally to the win column as the most winningest driver in an NR night in America. Final time down off turn 2. And he had to close it out, driving the number 29 through 3 and 4 for the final time. James Thurston's gonna rocket to victory lane, victorious from Charlotte Motor Speedway. Schmidt second, Shamela third, Baker, Cody Workman trying to get back to the line. Wreck, spin, Mosteller slides across the line 6 as Joey Stone and Josh Kenyon will round out the Elite 8. What a race. And the winning will continue. Thurston getting ready to burn it down one more time. NR Night in America. Feeling victories all year long. Frank DeAngelis will go ahead and finish the race. Fireworks going off in the distance. Let's go ahead and talk to your race winner. As Thurston will do a burnout around the entire front stretch. What a night, what a race. Let's go ahead and see if we can hear from your winner. He's on the Discord just yet. We're still looking for him. Nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, what a fun night it has been. Charlotte, did I say how unpredictable it is? I'm pretty sure I said that about 100 times. Because it is very unpredictable indeed. Thurston, it's to John. You got a copy?
Yeah, I do, man.
Cha-ching.
Yeah, I do.
Big win. Walk me through it.
This is revenge for Talladega. That's what this is right here.
I know you weren't very much happy about that, no overtime.
I mean, there's a lot more I can say about it, but, just, honestly, yeah, we'll leave that as its own thing. But yeah, this race, I mean, I came in here, I may or may not have squeaked in when I wasn't supposed to. I'm pretty sure I still would have made it off iRating, but because there was guys with a low rating before me in here, they said I was 44th. So
doesn't matter. You're still holding on to the win. So.
Don't tell anybody.
He did say it in front of 400 people, so I'm pretty sure everyone heard it.
Yeah, no, it's nothing. I mean, I know there's a lot of guys in here that qualified and that probably, let's just say, shouldn't be here. I mean, you saw the start of the race. That's why. It's pretty much why I won the race. Is the start of the race. I started in the pits and. If I had started on the track, I don't think I would have made it through that. But yeah, we did the pit start to win challenge, I guess. That was just an incredible race there with Schmidt. I can't believe how long we held on to it. It's just once there was something I found I don't know what it is. There's something I found on these long runs. It just goes my way for some reason.
Well, it went ahead and worked out here tonight. Tires wearing, gotta love it. Drivers struggling, that's how you know it's a good track combo. And you went ahead and held them off. There's just something about you winning here. You just win all the time. Like, if we had betting odds, like, I mean, the odds of you to win were probably like 3-1 or something. I don't know.
Well, I mean, if you look back at the NR Cup Series race here, the only reason I didn't win that race is because I tapped the pit wall on entry, and that counts as an unsafe pit entry, so I got a penalty for it. If that didn't happen, probably would have won that race. It's just, I don't know what it is about this track. I never put a lot of time into practicing for it or anything. I'm just always bad fast here, and doesn't really matter what car it is. It just suits me so well. Just really fun to race on, and yeah, these long runs with this car, just it's incredible.
Very much is. Do you want to say anything to anyone back at home?
Just thanks to the team, Power Smash Infinity Speed Motorsports. Yes, that's the real team. And yeah, thanks. Just hi to my mom and dad if they're gonna watch back on this or anything. Just thanks to all the fans watching. Lots of fun racing out here with these cars that actually have power.
It very much was. Hey, congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I know that question's coming through your head right now of what is going to happen. I'll point this out. Usually after race 2, I can feel my voice going. If I feel my voice going after race 1, it's usually a big problem. The only thing is, I do feel it going. I can already feel it dry and, towards the back end. And for the ones that don't know, we have NR a certain way, so I can go ahead and save the voice. If somehow my voice is great after a Sunday, Monday is literally all recovery day, and then go right into Tuesday. And for the ones that have listened from a Sunday to a Tuesday stream, my voice is already like a little bit off. Well, my voice does feel a little bit, let me phrase that. My voice feels a lot fine right now, but at the same time, it takes one race to go ahead and absolutely destroy it. So, for the ones that didn't already know, I do have a race this Sunday to call in person. When I was called in, because there was still an uncertainty when I made the decision to stream this Friday, they're like, we might have you on pit row, we might have you in the booth. They called me Wednesday, they're like, you're going to the booth for all the races. I was like, heck yeah, I got super excited. Sunday night primetime, big opportunity for me, and I want to make sure I do not go ahead and throw that away. So I committed to this. I said, you know what, how can we make both parties happy? And how can I not go ahead and embarrass myself on primetime Sunday night? So the idea was 2 races here, but make them very unique and entertaining. I think Talladega Nights is a great concept. I think the idea of 2000 Schemes, Ricky Bobby, really sold well. I think you guys absolutely loved it. You can already hear me stumbling over my words. That's how you know it's been an interesting day, a very long day as well. At the end of the day, I think it was great. But we're going to end it off right here. That's exactly how we're going to end the night. I'm so sorry. Thank you guys so much for 300 likes. So I do plan on being back either next Friday or Tuesday. Do not know just yet. I know it's 4th of July. I talked to some drivers. A lot said they wanted a 4th of July event. Some said they were going to be gone. Some said they just wanted to stream. I'll keep it up to date with you guys because it also depends on how the voice is gonna go this Sunday night. Ladies and gentlemen, that will end it off here. I'm so sorry. I know we're so used to 4 or 5 races a night, but this will be a quick 2, entertaining 2, very well talked about 2, and now we'll go ahead and end Talladega Nights. Have a great night, ladies and gentlemen. I really hope to see you guys at the racetrack this Sunday night at 5 Central, 6 Eastern, live on Racing America, as I'll be getting ready to call the action for the Super Late Models, the ASA Super Series, the Southern Super Series, the ASA CRA Series, and the Pro Late Models as well. Really excited to see them all duel it out and have fun. Ladies and gentlemen, my name's Jonathan Ramos, the voice of Nashville, and I'll go ahead and see you guys once again this Sunday night, live on Racing America, and I hope to see you all live on YouTube, either this coming up Tuesday or Friday. Have a great night, ladies and gentlemen, as this has concluded NR Night in America.